Hey! What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Charisma Plus. We're happy to have you. We're on episode 8. And it's going to be a whole birches of fun. Yeah. Let me turn off the air conditioner so you guys can hear us. If I can get it. There we go. And we got a piece of fan art to show. Somebody sent us in.
Nice.
Let's see. Fan art. Well, it's not that one, but
I remember that guy. Oh, God.
That's
so well,
great.
guys.
That was so good.
So good.
That's awesome.
wow, you guys escaping in the flying machine.
Am I excited or afraid? I can't tell.
A
Both.
little bit of both.
If I had to guess, probably afraid.
What a good moment.
Eyes too big.
I love the explosion in the background.
Yeah, me too.
I love that Timmy's like, yay!
Timmy's having the time of her damn life.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun for her.
Oh, that was great.
All right, well, if you got any fan art you guys want to send to us, hashtag Charisma Plus D&D on Twitter, and we'll see it. We'll feature it in the next episode. And that's all we got this week. So let's see. Let's do our quick little recap. Get everybody caught up to what's going on. So you guys started last week in the manor with Wiley, right?
Yeah.
You guys were in the room with Injury.
Yeah.
And you were eating Dr. Wiley, and yeah, it was just nasty. Anyway, you guys beat him down. You guys beat Injury's body down. Figured out there was a machine that swapped the brains. It was very Saturday morning cartoonish.
Yeah.
But you guys got the brains swapped back. Wiley tried to trick you guys because you weren't sure if it worked, but Perry, who Bump was controlling, just decided to stab him. He didn't trust him. It's like it was metagaming or something. I don't know.
Something. It was weird.
He's something he shouldn't have known.
Yeah, but you guys got him. You got your character back. Perry's still alive. When he died, it triggered. It seemed that maybe he had like a defense or something triggered to his heartbeat or something. You guys also picked up a couple items in that room.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, like you guys got a time limit. The whole place is going to blow up. Tippy and Galvin, you guys climbed up this ladder and took the flying machine out. You guys figured out how it worked and kind of got it out.
Beautiful moment.
Yeah.
It was.
The rest of the party went down into the this escape hatch that kind of opened in the room that you guys were in, and you guys saw a couple of creepy things down there. Those 4 bolted doors you guys went in and checked out, and they all had their own little creepy monster in there. You guys ran out of time and the explosion happened. You can hear the fire from the explosion coming down.
They took one of the creepy monsters with them.
Well, that was after the explosion.
Oh, that's true.
And,
They exploded.
This big explosion came through, so you guys hid in the first room where this little creepy hair girl was on the ceiling.
And Samara from the ring.
And Joy held the light up, and she was like, and it came down. And after the explosion passed by, you guys jumped out the room, closed it, locked it. But someone was asking for help. So you guys investigated the last room where you found a woman that was shackled by her hands and all the way up to her waist to the ground. You guys let her out. You guys took a couple of these bags you had found. She was hooked up to like a green bag that went to her neck, and then a clear one that went to the other side of her neck. And then there were some red bags in the back. You guys grabbed some of those, took them with you, and continued to head to the end of the cave, the end of the escape route. At the end, you guys are Tippy and Galvin. You guys had landed and had seen a portal open up above the well that was at the end of the escape route because you guys saw the flames shoot out, and the big tentacle came out and grabbed some of the flowers and brought it back in. The rest of you are down at the bottom. You saw this creature at the end. You can see the light coming down from the well, and it was laying on the ground after it got blown up by the flame, but it was still alive. And it noticed you guys and disappeared from your view. And before you could see it again, it snuck up behind you and attacked where Torian got jumped real hard.
Yeah.
You guys fought it off to the point to where you guys had enough room to escape. And I think either Galvin...
I had dropped a rope.
Yeah, you dropped a rope. And you guys escaped up the rope with the lady you guys had saved. What was her name?
Lady Lavana?
Lady Lavana?
I think it was, pretty sure. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, Lavana.
my notes have gotten real scattered here lately. So Lady Lavana, you asked her what her name was. She told you Lady Lavana, which is an odd name to have. But you guys made camp. You guys also investigated the port a little bit. You went in and saw this large, almost kind of like it's like a nest of flowers. They had been picked by this tentacle-like monster, and almost like a ice cream cone in the middle. It's just like a scoop flopped in there, like this large mouth and beady eyes and tentacles that kind of swoop around the room, like it's like keeping it all nice and neat. In the portal you guys came through, and it mocked Tippy. It repeated everything you said in this little meh, meh, meh voice.
Yep.
There was a town nearby inside this portal. Everything was black and gray, except for light sources like fire. They had like the yellow and red color to them. And there was no sound. Everything was silent. Nobody spoke to you. Things that people moved around didn't make any sound. When you guys interacted and like hit rocks together, it made sound. You found a fountain in the middle that depicted this being. Didn't look human or elven or anything like that you're familiar with. But you guys decided to rest, so you left the portal. Portal stayed open. You made camp. You guys took turns on watch, and when you did, Lady Ivana would speak to whoever was on watch. And she seemed to tell you guys just kind of what you wanted to hear. And some of you really liked it. Joy didn't care. She's still naked. She still has no clothes.
The night with no clothes on.
She's by the fire. She's over.
Yeah. I think Halanir had tied her up.
I tied her up,
No,
I
you
cut
tied.
the bonds,
and
but
then Halanir, you had cut my rope.
You cut the
up.
bonds. Okay.
I
Okay.
did.
Okay.
and I threatened that if she spoke, I would kill her.
That's right. And then I think the final watch was. It was Henry. You had the final watch, and during that, it was during your final watch, right? Yeah, it was during your final watch. A lady was approaching. She wasn't trying to be quiet or sneaking. She just walked directly up to the camp. Of course, she alerted everyone, waking them up.
Yep.
The way we explained her, she looks kind of like a Three Musketeer. Like she's got the maybe like the pirate / Three Musketeer. She's got the big hat with the feather in it, kind of like the tight corset, but it's more like leather armor instead of just clothing, and like the frilly undershirt that goes down to her wrists.
Frilly cuffs.
And those leather pants.
I imagine like the big boots.
So the scene, that's where we'll come in.
Boots, type boots,
That's
yeah.
hill scene.
That's where we'll come in on the scene. Is the part where she's walking up. You alert everybody.
Yeah.
You can see as she's walking up, she has a crossbow in her hand. She walks about 10 feet away from you and points the crossbow at the woman in your care. And you had jumped in front of to protect her, and she shot at you. So the crossbow that she has is not your typical crossbow. It's much larger, more metallic than like your wooden basic crossbow. The main thing that's really different is on top, above where the crossbow goes, there's some this like a metal encasing that seems to go down, and you can see more crossbows sprinkled into it.
Yep.
And you also see another one of these crossbows at her hip, and then a sword, maybe a rapier on her other hip. But she points. You move in front. She pulls the trigger, shoots at you. And does a 19 hit you?
Yeah, we're gonna deflect missiles.
Okay, yeah, you got a deflect missile ability.
Yeah.
So how's that work?
So you try to catch it or whatever. When you do so, the damage you take from the attack is reduced by 1d10 plus your dex mod plus your monk level. And
Is it D10?
Yeah, I rolled the d10, but you roll the damage. So it's basically subtraction.
Okay.
If I reduce the damage to 0, I catch the missile. It was small enough to hold in one hand, and at least one free hand. Then I can use like a key point and throw it back.
Yeah. So she shoots this. It's doing 9 piercing damage.
Oh, okay. Yeah. 8 plus 4 is 12 plus 1 monk level 4 is 16. So I reduce it and catch it.
Yeah. So she shoots this crossbow at you. You jumped up and it's coming at your chest and you just catch it.
Yeah, not even just.
You just catch it.
Yeah.
And as she shoots it, you catch it. You can see another drops down, and you can hear gears turning like it reloads itself, and she's still pointing it at you. But she doesn't shoot the second time. She just kind of looks at you. Did you throw it back at her?
No, hold on to it.
Yeah, you just catch it and hang on to it? Okay, and she just kind of looks at you. The rest of you are awake and see this. So does anybody start initiative as well?
I'm gonna yell out. Who are you? What's going on?
And she's still like looking. She's still looking at you, but you still think she's not really paying attention to you.
Yeah, I'm still focused on her too. Eye to eye. We just.
She seems to be looking like around you, but you're in the way of what she's looking for.
Yeah, you can't see through muddy water. Got it.
And you can see now that she's close enough that under her hat you see like blonde hair hanging down, and the sun is not quite up yet. You can see the sky is beginning to light up, like the sunrise is very near. But through the remaining coals of the fire that you had stoked, I believe, so the fire's a little fresher than it should be, and the light of the morning that's soon to come, you can see her eyes have like a hint of red to them. And blonde hair, a hint of red to her eyes. And she steps back about 5 feet, and she puts her hand on the other one. She doesn't draw it, and she asks, "Are you this creature's servant?"
I'm no one's servant.
Why you defend her?
Why are you trying to kill her?
She's a monster.
She's not a monster. She's just a normal person. Being. She's done no wrong to you, so why would you attack her?
She's done wrong to all mortals.
What is she?
And she kind of like thinks about it for a second. And she's like, well, she's half vampire, that's for sure.
What are you?
And she tells you that she is a hunter.
I stand up and pick up my bow.
Yeah. And she doesn't like point at you or anything. She just continues to point in his direction. Are you all under her spell?
Not under anyone's spell. She asked for help, and so we helped her.
And this lady kind of moves her head like she's trying to look around you, and you can see her eyes kind of going through the camp like she's trying to piece together things.
Tippy's cast Armor of Shadows on herself during this conversation.
I relinquish. Well, summon my pack weapon.
Okay, yeah, summon your weapon. Yep. And as you guys are all doing this, she takes another step back. And
I step toward the half vampire.
Yeah.
There's that little bug.
There's a mosquito that's bugging me over here.
Here.
You're a half vampire. But so yeah, you guys obviously the situation is tense. And the lady standing before you, she puts her weapon down. Now, she doesn't step forward, but she lowers her weapon and just continues to look at all of you.
I'll lower mine. What is she to you?
An abomination that needs to be destroyed. But you're not attacking me yet, so you can't be completely under her control.
Not unless you make the first move.
I've already shot once at you.
Yeah.
Who has she killed?
Her clan has killed countless over the years.
How did you find us?
Well, that was but a night's travel, and she points back towards the direction of the town, which is north from where you guys are. So it was a night's travel. I saw flames in the jungle, and then soon after a presence, a stink in the air. And she kind of spits to the ground as she looks back towards you, Inryu. What has she told you?
Just that her name's Lady Lavana, and that she's not far.
She kind of goes, lady. Just hand that bitch over to me.
How many has she killed?
Well, there's no record. But these types, they kill without mercy. I'm sure you're next on her list.
There's no way. She's very kind.
If she's a beast, hand her over. We've killed many beasts upon our journey. Why would you protect this one?
She has done no wrong to us.
I don't like the look of those no clothes that she's rocking.
She can't be held accountable for the sins of her tribe. If there's no proof she's done anything wrong, then she stays. Besides, she's my friend.
She can speak for herself.
Are you talking me gesturing towards the Lady Lavana or
The half vampire.
Yeah, okay, Lavana, yeah. And she seems to be like kind of scared, like visibly scared.
My halberd toward her, the vampire.
Yeah, and she kind of like flinches when you hold it to her.
How many have you killed?
And she's kind of like, you can hear that she's trying to speak, but she seems to be afraid. Yeah, she's afraid.
Who's to say that she killed anyway?
You feel like
That's what I'm asking.
you feel like a hand kind of touch you, like kind of grab your arm a little bit.
Turn around.
Yeah, it's her, and she's just like this lady, like this, kind of holding on to you, and you can like see that she's like asking for help with her eyes, but she's not speaking.
Kind of like walk over to her and squat down, and just tell her, Lady Lavana, everything's gonna be all right. Just for now, you got to be calm.
And she whispers towards you. You can't quite make out what she's saying. You lean in, try to hear what she's saying.
Yeah, lean in even more.
And she would lean in and listen, and she's just whispering that she's scared and please protect her.
All right.
And in you, like you, like roleplay wise, she's hasn't done you any wrong.
Yeah, like she hasn't. So
Yeah, and possibly you feel like protecting her.
Press the tip of the pike against her neck.
Mm-hmm.
I asked you a question.
I kick it out the way.
I tried to.
He
Oh yeah, it's one of the F things. Yeah,
he kicks at it, and it's got
that's right.
It's got a solid form, but he does, just for sake of scene wise, no attack, but he does like try to knock it off of her neck, and it kind of cuts her a little bit, and you see a little red, it's red, but you can tell like there's this little greenish color mixed with it, and it kind of trickles down her neck, and she tries to turn away from you,
Speak.
and she continues to be afraid.
You won't get anything out of her.
Helena, you were there when we rescued her.
This one says she killed a lot of people.
And you believe her?
She said her tribe.
Speaking of that, how's the hunter reacting to?
She seems to be like digging what you guys are doing right now. She's just kind of like she's placed her other crossbow onto her hip, and she's just kind of crossed her arms and is watching.
Can I approach her? I'll approach her.
Yeah, and you do, and she looks towards you, but she doesn't like prepare to attack you or anything.
I'll get 5 feet from her.
Yeah.
And I'll just kind of, so no one else hears.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with taking her into the town to proper authorities? That's what we were doing anyway.
It's best just to kill her.
And we don't know that. You can see how my friends are reacting right now.
It's just a matter of time before they're acting like this. It gets out of control, and they start tearing each other's throats. And she kind of leads in closer to you, and she's like, "You don't. Has she said anything to you?"
I wouldn't know her from anyone else. I haven't said anything to her.
And she kind of like sniffs the air. I don't smell her on you. And this is what they do. They turn you against each other and then feed on what's left. She's half vampire, half succubus. Their whole clan. It's an old, powerful vampire, and he enjoyed the company of succubus, and I believe that she is one of his offspring. And she just kind of picks at her teeth, like she's just kind of like it's almost like she's just kind of like watching something slightly interesting that she's not that invested in.
Can I get your name?
And Scarlet.
Scarlet. My name is Galvin.
And do you have your guild necklace out, or do you have it tucked in?
It's probably
Yeah.
dangling.
And she kind of like thumbs her, like pulls back a little bit and like kind of thumbs it like a gold chain. You can't, like, she doesn't pull out the whole thing, but it is like the same chain that you have.
I mean, we're here on a mission just like you. Why can't we just take her back to the guild and sort things out that way?
I should turn the whole city against itself. And then she says that back to you guys. It cuts back, and Lavana, we'll call her Lavana. Lady Lavana sounds silly to me, but she's on the ground and you can like hear her. She's still whispering, but it's audible enough to where you guys immediately around her can hear. And she's like, I don't know what she's talking about. I don't remember anything. The only last thing I remember is that you showed up and then you saved me. And she seems to be getting in more of a panic.
To Scarlet, I'm going to say, can we use her to find her pact?
Hopefully, that's my plan.
And then what?
We'll kill them all. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely not.
No.
They've killed countless people. Why wouldn't we?
How do you know that? You
Well,
just
that's
believe
what
her
she
word.
says.
That's what she says. So if she says she can fly all of a sudden,
Well,
you
this
believe
one
her?
says she's innocent.
Yeah.
And you believe her.
Well, you believe in her right off the bat, so why not believe her?
So why are you judging?
Why you so angsty?
Well, we've killed no one.
I'm a warlock.
This is true.
Looking at Scarlett's mannerisms and facial expressions, there is no reason to doubt what she says.
No, you don't. She. With your knowledge that you have of everything, no, there's not really anything that she's given off. She's not like twitching or anything that she's saying this, but she did she approached you guys fairly casually, just walk up and just shot, which she didn't even apologize for. But now, as everything's kind of coming out, she's just kind of just waiting. But she doesn't seem to be aggressive or anything.
I'll hold my bow and turn back to the group and draw an arrow.
Okay, yeah, and Gavin turns and draws an arrow and points it towards the group.
I grab my shield and I step in front of him.
All right, so
I'll also go ahead and touch my armor, give it the glow, the +1 for the day.
okay, so yeah, he draws his bow, and then our two shield bearers step up. Are you guys trying to defuse the situation, or what are you guys trying to do?
Keeping anybody from getting hurt.
Okay,
I got my shield up in the defense. I don't have no
you
weapons
just see him
on.
point, you just see him point the arrow towards the group, and you just stand up to. Okay, yeah. So he stands up, and Joy behind him. What do you do?
Calvin, what are you doing?
Honestly, I think everyone needs to relax.
So the man who pulled the arrow.
Back down.
Put the arrow down.
Back down. And we'll take her to town. I mean, we're going there. It's morning now, and that's where we're going.
Then what about the portal? And I just kind of point at it over there.
You know, like a tentacles like on the ground, kind of.
Background octopus.
Doesn't seem important right now.
Tippy steps back a few feet from the rest of the group and kind of puts her hands up. I really have no say in this race. I've got no reason to trust either one of these people. Scarlet, are you a member of the guild here?
Well, you don't have that information, and you don't know her name because they were whispering that away a little bit.
Musketeer lady. Who sent you on this mission?
No one. This is my own mission. It's my mission to wipe out these creatures that give other decent ones, and she kind of like stumbles on her words, a bad name. She's bad. She needs to die.
I lower my bow, kind of, and what did they do to you?
Nothing personally. Directly to me, other than give my family a bad name. Just kind of like flicks her fingernails.
So killing them is gonna Do it for your family name.
She's like, it's kind of like, it's like she doesn't really have an answer.
Yeah.
She's just kind of like,
And you said that her eyes are red.
Mhm.
So, what's going on with your eyes? What are you?
well, I mean,
Because you said it gives other ones a bad name. I caught up on those 2 words.
and
So what are you?
she's like, she kind of like waves her hand there, like it can't be helped. It's like, I'm a vampire hunting vampires. I know, how cliche.
Oh my god.
Is your last name Snipes?
It's Wesley. And she said,
I'm sorry.
and then, as you ask that, she says, no, it's Hayes.
Hayes. The legendary heroes? That family? Hayes?
Yeah. She kind of like just picks her teeth some more and like kind of dismisses it.
So what's the relation?
Well, my mother has done a lot of good for this world, and people look at her like she's some dirty, nasty vampire because of creatures like these. She kind of spits to the ground and she points to Lady Levana. But she doesn't seem to mind, but it bothers me. I hear people talking in whispers. People fear for no reason.
And your mother? Her name is?
Well, you don't know?
Does she seem like she's trying to deceive us with that name?
You can make an insight check if you'd like to.
Okay. 14.
14. Well, you don't see any proof of what she's saying, but you don't pick up from her mannerisms that she's lying.
Mm-hmm.
But she does seem like uncomfortable with the subject.
Can we see a ring?
Yeah, she's got her hands crossed, and you look, and you don't see any Hayes family ring that you've seen before.
So what do we do here?
Well, it appears she's too weak to talk right now. Perhaps we wait until she can actually give us information.
And
Torian, how do y'all feel?
I don't know what type of information we even need. She was a prisoner being tortured, and we saved her. And we're going to let someone walk up in the middle of the night and try to kill her and then take her word? I don't agree.
Every other thing down in that dungeon was a monster too, though. Wasn't it? I know, but we had that conversation earlier.
With your 14 insight, actually, something you can pick up off of her, just the way her obvious mannerisms are, is that it's almost like her reasoning, like she doesn't have like a lot of confidence behind it. Like it's like a good reason. It seems more like almost like an excuse.
Okay.
How about we take her back to town, get her back to health, and ask her what she was doing there and how she got there.
That way no one dies tonight. We'll figure things out tomorrow or today.
Yeah, that's if she even trusts us enough to speak to us.
Well, we didn't kill her.
No,
You may not, but you threatened her.
Yeah.
What do we do with... And I point to Scarlet.
Yeah, and she's kind of like just still kind of looking at you guys, and she kind of holds her hand out. It seems that half of you are already affected anyway. Why don't you just pump her full of that? And she kind of points at the red packets you have on the ground. She'll feel better real quick. You can ask her all the questions you want to ask her. No reason to bring her back to town and put people in danger. If she can manipulate you grand adventurers, just think what she can do to the poor guardsmen.
Maybe walk up in the middle of the night and shoot him? Is that what she would do to the guardsmen?
Probably worse, have him walk up in the night and slaughter his whole family just for her entertainment.
I don't like you.
And she just kind of like shrugs and.
What's to say that you're any better? You're a vampire, aren't you? What makes us believe that you won't go kill everybody? Or maybe she was here to stop you.
Well, that's a stretch. Where did you find her?
She was captured in a
Then
dungeon.
she wasn't stopping me then. And if you just hand her over to me, you'll have to not worry about seeing me again.
Are there any telltale vampire signs? Like, do they have physical characteristics that we would know about?
Well, let's see. In character, you would have to give me to see if you know. You could maybe you have a history, a check you can make, or maybe if you have it's kind of like a magical thing, so maybe a good Arcana check could help you.
Okay.
Let's see how the dice working tonight.
Yeah, let's see. 11?
11? Well, I mean, you know what a vampire is, and you know that they have fangs and that they eat people and they're sensitive to sunlight. You actually would know that to truly kill a true vampire, you have to kill them sunlight or water has to be involved, or they'll just fog back up and go back to their lair and revive later.
Okay.
That's what you know, but as far as whether or not they can hide their features,
Yeah.
you don't know.
Well,
Someone just check her mouth. See if she's got the pointy teeth. Don't vampires all have pointy teeth? I say with my own pointy teeth.
Yeah.
I'm like,
well, what if we give her the red bag?
What's in the bag anyway?
Something keeping her alive.
I thought it was a health potion.
So what is it, Hunter? What's in the bag?
My best guess is it's blood. I mean, this. And then, how many did you take other bags that you have laid out, or is it just the red bags that you took?
I just read.
I have
Okay.
green.
Oh, okay. You probably got those put away. Yeah.
All right, fine. Tori, do you have any more of those red bags though?
I have one more left.
May I see you, please?
Here.
Take it.
The only reason I'm giving you this is because if she is a trouble, I'm pretty sure that we can take it out.
Yeah,
But still, she deserves the right to defend herself as well.
this is true. I walk over to her and then I kneel down.
Then Scarlet speaks up and you get a little near to her. Wait, should we want to tie her up or something first?
No.
Aren't you just as strong?
More worried about you.
Oh, now we're friends and you're worried about our safety now, huh?
She just kind of shrugs, I mean,
And then when she shrugs, I'm just a warrior's greatest weapon is patience.
yeah, and the Scarlet is talking to you. She looks like she's either low 20s or 18, 19. She doesn't look like she's got the woman look to her, but you can tell that she's also still
Young.
youngish. Yeah. So and that's kind of her whole mannerisms too. You've been talking to her, she's just kind of dismissive of some things and kind of flip floppy on other things. But yeah, she kind of shrugs and goes and kind of leans up against a tree and watches and fiddles with her fingernails.
All right, I kneel down, Lady Lavana. I'm gonna give you this bag. And then you can talk and say what you need to.
And she still looking around scared, and she's mainly looking towards Hallanir still.
Step away.
Okay, and as you do,
About 10 feet off.
yeah, she's keeping an eye, but she's calms a bit as you get distance between the both of you, and she asks you, she's like, well, what do you? The red bag made me feel good. What is it?
Apparently it's blood.
And she kind of looks shocked as you say that. Whose?
I don't know.
That's not healthy.
You saying you don't drink blood?
Well, why would I drink blood?
You see the one with the pointed head?
Yeah, the scary lady.
Yeah, she says you're a vampire.
I'm not. Do you think I'm a vampire?
You haven't done no such thing to make me think that you are.
Are they saying this loud enough where everybody can hear?
She's not being quiet. Like she's saying it like, and it's silent. You guys can hear everything. She's no longer. As he stepped away, she stopped like whispering. She's just talking low.
Then you had one just last night. Then what did it taste like?
It was an injection into a neck.
I think we gave her one.
No,
No,
we
no,
put it
it was
in.
not me.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
Abby?
yeah. You pretty much.
Yeah,
IV
she wasn't
it.
just sucking on it.
Yeah.
She would-
I knew she had
We got a Capri Sun.
Capri Sun sounds good right down there.
Oh, that's great.
Well, either way, they make you feel better, so you're gonna have to speak up for yourself. Because right now, this lady is pinning you as a vampire, and right now, my companions, half of us.
But she said she's a vampire. What? I haven't done anything wrong. Why is everything on me? She came up and shot at you.
That's true. But I did catch her to defend you.
And she like kind of touches your arm and says, "Thank you, but this whole situation seems forced on me. I haven't. You found me. You saved me, and then the stranger comes up, attacks you, and then it's still my fault."
Not necessarily, but you're gonna have to speak for yourself and prove your point.
Well, what do I have to do?
Take this bag, feel better. You're gonna get bombarded with questions. Just answer truthfully.
She just kind of like sighs and turns her neck towards you, where you can. I don't know if you guys. I don't remember anybody really messing check her too closely, but there's it's kind of like this spot on her neck. It's like a plastic point to like inject these things,
Yeah.
like keeping her veins open there.
Mm-hmm.
And but she just kind of turns that side of her neck towards you.
All right, took the IV bag up.
Yeah, you hook the IV bag up to
Yeah.
her. Yeah, and you it's got like a clamp, and I guess you release the clamp and let it flow. And it slowly begins to flow into her. It's going to take a little bit, like it's not
Yeah.
fast.
Drip. Yeah, it's a drip. Yes.
And she just kind of sits. So what do you guys want to do while you wait?
Okay.
Pencil sharpening thing was going anyway.
Okay. As they've been doing that, I've been kind of looking at Scarlet, looking her over.
Yeah.
Staying kind of close to her.
Mhm.
As she's playing with her teeth, and I've seen both of her hands at this point, right?
Mhm.
Does she have a ring on?
She does not.
Okay, that's what I thought.
She does not. I think somebody was looking for it earlier. I think Heath was looking for it. He didn't see one. As you're right on her, she does not have one. She doesn't have she has like different pieces of jewelry, but nothing that is
Just, like,
yeah.
It's a H ring.
nothing of the family
Okay.
signet. And and Scarlett just kind of continues to watch, and
Yeah.
she's kind of like looking at the portal in the background now. She just kind of like looks at it for a bit.
Tippy notices her looking. Do you know anything about that place?
With that?
Yeah,
No.
it looks really cool.
You're camping very close to this strange creature.
He seems cool though. We were in there earlier.
He is very docile.
He likes all the flowers.
And a majority of the like there's not very many flowers left anymore. He's grabbed up most of them. Did you guys have business in there?
No, we're on a mission. I really want to go though.
As you know, the guild gives out missions.
Mhm.
We have certain obligations we have to, oblige by. Right?
Yeah, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
She's kind of like,
Do I have to inside check that?
she just kind of says it in a way like, I guess, maybe. Or what meaning are you trying to see if she's
Well,
meaning?
I'm going to see if she knows anything about the guild at all. Like,
Oh yeah, you can ask her questions about the guild if you'd like to.
yeah. I'll mention. So we report to Norris, right? Right.
That's how it's always been here.
Yeah. When was the last time you were in town?
Yesterday morning.
Interesting.
So you know who's in charge now.
Of what? The guild?
Mm-hmm.
Norris?
Since yesterday.
I
Right.
don't know.
Right.
I was in town. I haven't been by the guild for a mission in a while.
I started walking behind her.
Yeah.
It's fancy. How did the guild look last time you saw it? We've been gone for a day. Still looks nice.
The last time I saw it, well, I usually stay on the nice side of town. But the last time I saw it, it looked fine. There were bushes out front. There was a wooden door. There was 2 stories. There was a potion shop across the road that is always sold out because adventurers keep buying them all up and they're on back order, and it's annoying.
Right. And our friend here, Lavana. It's funny, when I gave her the bag, she seemed appalled by the thought of drinking fluid.
You believe her?
Right down? Yeah.
Vampires are just as smart as you or me. A vampire.
Also, on top of that, vampires seem to be filthy liars.
They give us all a bad name.
Yep, they do. Wish I had knuckles some crack, but
Yeah.
it's like a robot. I'm like,
You
I'll
gotta
take
go.
knuckles some crack. Yeah. Huh.
And then she what kind of creature are you?
Don't know. Just a creation. This is just a shell that I'm in for now.
It seems weak.
Yep. And your overconfidence seems to be a flimsy shield, my friend.
Just kind of looks over to you. This is what she does to people.
That's what she does to people.
And we're not here to fight anybody.
Then what about this one?
I jab my halberd and
Thank
revert
you.
back.
Okay, yeah. Roll to hit.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah. It's just like,
Do I get advantage or is this
You're not hiding or anything, so no, you don't get advantage.
21?
21, that hits.
Nice. 16. 16 damage.
16 damage. What type of damage is yours?
It's magical piercing.
Piercing, okay. Okay. And she, you stab her in the back, and she kind of like goes, oh, like she's surprised. And she begins to reach for her side. Does anybody do anything right here?
Action hit her with the other end of the halberd.
Okay, yeah. This is your surprise round. Go ahead.
Bonus action savage.
10?
10 to hit.
Yeah. No, to hit. Oh, dang. 13.
No, does not hit.
Okay.
So yeah, you stick her in the back, and she's like, ah! And you go to swing with the other one. She kind of ducks it and turns. So she's gonna roll initiative with you.
No, good. I'm rolling this too.
Is anybody else jumping in? What is everybody else doing?
oh,
No,
yeah.
Tiffy's just kind of like, what the fuck?
As soon as I see him hit, interviews, I'm dashing.
Oh, you jumping in too?
Yeah, I'm
okay,
jumping in.
all right. So whoever wants to jump in, roll initiative. Let's see.
That's not good.
That's pretty good.
Right. Well, what'd you get?
16.
16. What'd you get?
5.
5. All right. And Ryu is going first. Then Scarlet.
I roll a bunch of 24.
And then Hallinir. Okay. So yeah. Hallinir stabs her in the back, swings at her, and she pulls both crossbows, or is going to pull both crossbows. Henry, what do you do?
Go to attack.
Okay. You close the gap.
Yeah, close.
Drop the bag of blood.
Well, yeah. And just go to attack and just flurry of blows.
Okay, yeah, roll to hit.
Yeah. 16 on the first one.
That hits.
All right. 16 on the second one.
Yep, it hits.
And on the third one, not 16. It's 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hook her up.
Yeah. The first one does 5. So second one.
What type of damage do you do?
This is just bludgeoning for now.
Okay.
Yeah. Second one is 6 damage.
So 5 and 6.
Yeah, and the next one is 5 damage.
5, 6, and what was that total?
What is that?
16.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is okay. Cool. So yeah, you you come up and you punch her, and she feels tough to your fists.
Mm-hmm.
Like she feels like she's not squishy like a little girl should be.
Yeah. Just go like careful with this one, Helen. She's
And what does she do exactly?
3 left.
She would straight kill him.
Uh,
As if she wouldn't.
well, let's see. So Helena, you stabbed her.
Oh yeah.
You punched her a couple times, and you can see like a bit of blood drool from her lip. And then like the point at which you punched her, like there doesn't seem to be a cut on her lip anymore, and kind of the hole that you stabbed in her back kind of closes a bit. And she points the arrow. She points one at both of you guys, and she fires at both of you.
Yeah, go. That's cheap.
We'll do enter you first. Does 18 hit you?
On my reaction with deflect missiles.
Okay, yeah. use
But
your
yeah,
reaction point.
18 does hit.
Okay, yeah. So it's on the damage, right? That you got to deflect.
Yeah.
Okay,
on the
cool.
damage.
So she shoots one, and it cocks, and she shoots again. The second one's only 15. That miss you?
I roll. I'm making 12.
Does 15 hit?
15? No, 15 doesn't
Okay,
hit.
so second will miss,
Yeah.
and then we'll go ahead and do
that's a 18, I'm
yours.
sorry.
She's going to do the same thing at you.
Yeah, the first
On
one.
you.
Yeah, when she made the first one, it got reduced all the way down to 0 because it was I actually rolled a 10, so it was 18 altogether.
Oh, 18. Okay, yeah, so you're able to catch that one. 'cause
Yeah,
that'll
catch
be-
that one.
She'll shoot at Halanier, which that's 14. No, it doesn't hit you, does it?
14 is my AC.
14. Okay, and the second one is 15.
All right, I'm going to use Hellish Rebuke.
Okay.
Just make a DC saving throw of 13.
13. What is it that she's? Is it a
Dex.
Dex?
Yep.
Okay, she got 18.
Okay. She takes half damage then.
Okay, what type of damage is it?
It's fire and radiant, I believe.
Okay, cool. Yeah, give me that damage.
Okay. Well, it's only 3 total, so she takes. Oh, it's 6 total. She takes 3.
Okay. So yeah, radiant.
Ooh, that helps.
All right, and she shoots, and she shot twice. She hit you both times, right?
Yep.
It's just 15 piercing damage to you,
Ouch.
and she does not move. She just points. She pretty much just you guys hit her, and she points to both sides and shoots. Of course, you catch. You throw it back at her.
No, I didn't. I just catch it.
Okay. What you from the outside? Actually, before Halanier goes. Or actually, go ahead. Go take your turn.
All right.
I'm going to activate my necrotic shroud.
Yeah.
These skeletal avian wings start sprouting from my back. My eyes turn solid black and kind of misty.
Mhm.
And I grow like an itch.
Is he 5'9"?
I grow about 16 now.
Oh, that's so gangster.
And creatures within 10 feet. I think she's the only one to move to her back.
Right. Okay.
Have to make a charisma saving throw or be frightened.
Okay. She gets on her charisma saving throw 16.
Okay. All right. So she is not frightened.
Okay. But she, yeah, but wait, so you have this transformation, and she definitely like is giving you the eyes like, and she kind of like turns and looks back at you like, like the fuck. All right, is that your action?
That is my action. Let's see what I can do for a bonus action. I will bonus action Misty Step. No, I won't.
Okay.
Stay right there.
All right. So that goes to the end of the round. Those of you are watching. Let's see. Actually, I think Galvin, you would be the one to notice this. You got the best passive, and you use bows. That she has shot them, but she's not aiming at vital points. You can tell that she's kind of like aimed toward like his shoulder and his leg, and then she wouldn't shoot at his face. She was like kind of shooting like towards his shoulders.
Okay.
You realize that, and of course, you got shot. You know where you've been shot, but maybe it doesn't in the heat of the fight. Maybe that doesn't mean anything to you. So yeah, that's a round. At the end of the round, do any of you want to jump in or try to
Can I
intervene?
yell something?
Yeah, you can yell something.
You three, fighting is not the answer right now.
He yells that out. Tippy, what do? You want to do anything? Do you want to jump in anywhere? Got to give you guys the opportunity to jump in the initiative if you want to. And of course, this fight's happening in front of you, so you can all yell in.
No, she's not going to say anything. Like, Tippy was shocked that Helena did that, but it was also, like, kind of entertaining. So she's just like...
Just like, ooh.
Expect that.
Joy, Torian, what do you guys do? So you've seen that they've attacked her, and she is shot back.
Yeah, Joy's gonna join the initiative.
Okay, yeah, we can roll in. Go ahead and roll it. Tell me what you get.
5.
5. I think
Sorry,
you're
6.
You go before Helen here. Hey, so Joy is in for the Hal. Jamar, what do you want to do? You see Joy. He's gotten up and he's moving towards the fight like he's ready to go.
I'm going to stand over the whole reason that we're fighting right now. I'm gonna grab my shield and stand over Lavana, and I'll sit and watch for her.
Okay, yeah, you just want to like kind of, I guess, keep any stray arrows or anything from coming over to where she is, or to keep her from getting away.
Just keep her from leaving. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so you're keeping an eye on her, like maybe get down, like take a knee, like have a hand on her shoulder while you're like watching the fight.
I don't know about a hand on the shoulder.
Yeah, you just want to. Well, I mean, pretty much just the sentiment of keeping an eye on her and the fight specifically. So if she does try to get away, then you'll have an opportunity to see her leaving.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that goes back to the top. Enryu, what do you want to do?
Yeah, go ahead again.
Yeah, swing on her.
Flurry of blows. Oh, they missed.
Hard.
Yeah, and then well, no, they probably used my whole turn, so yeah. I'll just go ahead. Oh my god. 7 on the first one.
Miss.
Yeah. 16.
It hits.
And crit.
Barely.
Woo! Punch you with all might.
Yeah.
So that's just I'm gonna roll the first one first.
Yeah, give it to me.
Yeah. 6.
You can put it all together for me.
Okay.
So all yours is bludgeoning.
6, yeah. So I just roll 2. How should I do this?
That's good.
You double it, don't you?
Well,
It's a crit.
Well, no, it's a
just roll
crit.
one.
Roll
one.
one. Yeah, you roll 1.
Then double it.
4, and that's 6. 6 on the first one, and then 6 on the crit. Really late.
So 12 on your, or is 6 the crit damage?
Yeah, 6 is crit.
Okay,
I
so
rolled a
12
2,
total?
yeah. D4s.
Okay. Again, her skin feels tough as nails to your fists.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to do?
No, that'd be it right now.
Okay. It goes to her turn. She is going to put one foot on the tree that's behind her, and she's going to moonwalk up that. She is going to just kind of step back and begin to going up, which will give you guys that are in range a opportunity of attack if you want to take it with your reaction.
Sure.
She's going to move up it. So as she leaves, we'll just do both of y'all.
That's a crit.
I got a crit again, yeah.
Okay.
I got a crit again.
Yeah, give me the damage. You guys are just like, no, not today.
Yeah.
Get out of that tree. Get it.
So 12 damage again.
12 damage
That
for you.
is 12 for me too.
All right. What type of damage was yours again?
Mine is piercing magical.
Yeah, it's magical. Okay. Da.
Where you going?
I know she's like healing up and having a hit, right?
Yeah.
Well, this time she didn't seem to heal from the damage you guys put on her.
Maybe fire, but radiant most important.
Okay. So yeah, you guys.
Smite this chick.
Is that right? No. Okay. So yeah, she moves out, and you guys swing hard hits on her, and she shakes it off and continues to like go up. She goes up about 20 feet on this tree.
Mm-hmm.
She's about halfway up the tree.
Yeah.
And she points down at both of you again, and
Yeah.
So Henry will do first.
Mm-hmm.
What was her to hit again?
You know you just crit. She'll kick you back.
Probably. No.
19 and a miss.
Yeah, the first one hits.
Okay. Does.
I can't use my reaction. I use my reaction
This time it does 10 damage when it hits you.
Yeah, I can't use my. What?
Halanir.
I use my reaction when she.
Yeah, you use your
so I
reaction
can't
as
use
your
it there, so
attack of opportunity.
Oh, shit. So do I.
Yeah, I can't.
The first attack's 10 on Halanir, so that misses. And the second one
21.
is 14. Did that hit you last time?
It did.
Okay, so one of them's going to hit you. 7 damage, 7 piercing. And she kind of has like this, like kind of almost like a smug look on her face as she's walked up this tree looking down at you like, That's her turn. Joey, what do you want to do?
Looking at her crossbows.
Yeah.
What are they made of?
So this would be a specialty of yours. So yeah, just by looking at it, you can see they look like they're made out of it's a type of metal, but it doesn't look like not like a expensive fancy metal or anything. It definitely has a shimmer, maybe like an iron or a steel.
Okay.
But to get anything specific, you'll have to use your action to like really look at them.
Okay. Well, I'm going to cast heat metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the crossbow that she was using to aim at Halanir.
Okay, that'd be her. It's the one in her left hand that she's using.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna glow bright hot red,
Mm-hmm.
and if she's in physical contact with the object, she'll take 2d8 fire damage.
Okay.
When the spell's cast.
Cool. Did you gotta roll a hit for that, or did I go? Or does it just happen?
I'm
No,
pretty sure
okay.
that
That one
happens.
just happened.
just happens.
Cool.
Wow. She takes a whopping 4 fire
4
damage.
damage.
Oh man.
All right. Let's see.
She keep holding on to it.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
now she must make a Constitution saving throw or drop the item.
Oh, she rolls a where's her con at? 20.
Dang.
She keeps it.
And grits her teeth and hangs on to it.
Yeah. If it doesn't drop the object, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of your next turn.
Okay. Cool. All right.
And that'll be my turn.
All righty. That goes to Halanir's turn now.
Okay, I cast Hold Person.
Okay. I gotta roll. What is that? Wisdom save?
Wisdom save.
17.
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah, she is.
She's got
Feeling
smart.
loose.
She's a. Anyway.
Scare.
Well, I mean, she's probably higher CR than you. But anyway.
She's strong. She's strong right now.
So you try to hold person. It doesn't. I guess you try to like force touch her, but it's like seems like the object that you're trying to grab is just too big for you to grab a hold of.
Too strong.
So that end, unless you want to move or anything.
No, I'm good right there.
Okay, so that goes to the end of that round. So everyone that's outside of combat right now, what do you guys want to do?
Let's knock this off.
Yeah, what are you guys doing? I thought you were gonna like wait and talk it out or something.
And then you start fighting.
Yep, they call that out. Tori, what do you want to do? The woman you're keeping an eye on, she's still sitting there.
Keep watching.
Okay. Yep.
Question. Is
Right.
she still holding the blood bag? Is she still getting some of that?
It's just laying on the ground.
Okay.
Like it sits. Even if someone was still holding it, it's only been 12 seconds, so it's going to take a bit for
I didn't
this
know
whole
if she
thing to work.
grabbed it whenever.
No, she's not like eating it or anything like that.
I mean, like holding it up to her.
No, she's not. She's just kind of just sitting there on the ground watching, with kind of a scared look on her face.
Okay.
So that goes back to Inryu. What do you want to do?
Punch her.
You go a 20-foot puncher?
Some kind of way. Forgot she was a tree.
Yeah.
Ah.
Go climb that tree.
Punch the tree so you
Got
can see
them-
if you knock it down.
Punch
Right?
the
Got the
tree in the
mystical
wind.
attachments
I
going.
think
You get
it's
the
a tree.
apples out.
Yeah, how thick is the tree looking? How
This
thick?
tree?
Yeah, how thick.
Well, you guys are in like this. You're in a jungle, really. So I mean, this is not a.
Not a big
It's not. It's not bending over with her standing in it. So it's like a pretty decently sized tree. Let's see. It's a big tree.
Got it, go. Yeah, blow a third key. You step of the wind.
Mhm.
And as a bonus action on my turn, I can jump my jump distance. I want to jump higher, but that ain't gonna work. Jump distance is double for the turn. Trying to find how I can get up this tree.
You can try to climb it.
With her shooting down. Crazy.
We'll see.
It's almost like she's like, well, this melee character. Let me just get away from him.
God, I got nothing. It was level
You don't
9.
have any range stuff because you should have ranged darts and stuff.
You don't
I don't have those anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lost all of his
I
equipment.
lost all
Oh,
that.
yeah.
He's naked still.
So what do you do?
So I guess I'll go around to the other side of the tree.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna start climbing on the backside, so she's gonna have to.
yeah. So like, got you. Okay.
Yeah, she's gonna have to.
Yeah,
like,
so
make an
she's
effort.
she's looking down. She watches you kind of go around the backside of the tree, and so let's say it only takes you like 5 of your movement speed to get around the other side of the tree. So if you want to start climbing, it's half of your movement speed to climb up. So how far do you go up?
Half. Okay, so I got 40 left. So yeah, I go up 20.
All right, you go up 20 feet, and you are on the other side of the tree of where she is.
Oh yeah. Start. That's how I'm gonna move it, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand there in a cool monk position, like I'm balancing, but I'm only on one foot. Like,
So there's there's no branches where she is right now.
oh, she's like,
She's like the
stuck
tree's
on-
here, and she's just standing
Oh,
like
okay,
this,
I got you.
and you're like just hanging on the other side of you.
All right.
Monkey man.
The branches are probably about 10 feet higher than where you guys are right now.
All right, I hold my position down. I can't move any further, so I'm gonna hold my position down. Then I make my move.
Just like swat at her.
Swat on her. No, I'm going 10 feet up.
Yeah.
Coming down.
Okay, come down on it.
Yeah, I'm coming down on her.
All right,
Okay.
that goes to her turn. Let's see, you guys didn't do any of that. Ooh. You guys can see that she looks to be healing up a little bit. She can take a radiant this time. What will she do? She's got this hot weapon in her hand. Does it, at the beginning of her turn, does it hurt her?
The end, right?
No, it's on my turn.
Oh, your turn, but she has disadvantage.
She has disadvantage shooting it until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
So.
Cool. All right. Well, what would she do? How mean to Terrence can I be right now?
Kick him
Do
out.
you, man. Just do you.
So
man.
so yeah, you got like you're you're climbing around the tree, and she just kind of like looks down at the tree, and she is going to take some shots. She's going to take one of her shots at your hand. 21.
Yeah.
8 piercing damage. She shoots you in one of your hands that's around the tree.
How you want to do this? 'Cause I'm just gonna deflect missiles anyway.
Well, you can try to, as you're holding on, like, catch it.
Catch it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah.
D10. 9 plus 4 is 13. 17.
So yeah, you
How much damage?
she did hers was 9.
Oh yeah, when she shoots it, it's just
So you catch it.
catch it with the pinky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Do you throw it back at her?
I got one key point left. I want to so bad, though.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
You kind of catch with the pinky.
Yeah, and then just spin around, hold on to it.
All right, and then she shoots again at your hand. 17.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, and that is 8 piercing damage that time.
All right.
Your hand. Make a. What kind of throw are you going to make to try to stay on this thing without getting knocked off, huh?
Dex save.
Concentration, maybe?
Maybe.
Concentration on holding the tree.
We can. It probably. Imagine it would be like. We'll go with either probably your athletics to like hang on to it.
Yeah, I guess.
So make an athletics check. She shoots you in the hand that you're using to hang on to this.
19.
19. Okay, you're able to hang on. And she takes 2 more shots, not at you, but she shoots in the direction of the lady on the ground.
Ooh. Look her exposed.
She hits both.
Even with cover from my shield.
Well, one will miss actually, because if you're like trying to cover her, yeah, then one will still hit, but the other one will miss. So 1. Okay, she does damage. So yeah, she shoots you. You catch one of them. She shoots again, hits you in the hand. You hang on to it, and then she turns with the other crossbow and shoots twice towards the lady that you guys have in your care. One hits the lady. You almost block it, but it gets past and hits her in the shoulder, and the other one bounces off your shield. And she walks higher into the tree. But you'll have a chance to swing at her as she leaves your area.
I can't, because I used my reaction the first time.
That's true. So yeah, you're just like, ah! And yeah, so she walks higher up into the tree. Let's see, how tall is this tree? Let me roll that. All right. She goes up to the branches. She kind of goes up into the top of this tree. Kind of goes out. Some those of you looking up, you can still see her, but she's partially covered, and she's just kind of like looking at you guys. And she says, "It'd be easier if you just give her to me." And that goes to Joy's turn. Which you can burn her more if you want to, because she still has it. She hasn't dropped it.
Yes, and that's a bonus action. I am gonna do that.
So she is from the ground about 40 feet up now.
God, 7 fire damage.
7 fire. All right. Oh me. Okay, yeah, and you burn her, and you can like from this distance you can smell burning flesh.
I'm gonna walk the tree. How far is the tree from Lady Levana? And
See, she walked. That's probably about 15 feet away because she stepped back 5 feet after she stepped up to shoot, and then she leaned up against the tree. So she's 15 feet away from like the edge of the camp where you guys probably all are standing.
Okay. Well, I mean, just I guess in general, how far is Inryu to Torian? Because I imagine that's probably the.
So what would it be?
Is it within 30?
If I don't know, let's math this to see. She's Inryu's 20 feet up in the tree. You guys are 15 feet away from the tree. So what is that?
35? Well, no.
All right, so I'm gonna stand about. I'm gonna stand. Here's what I'm gonna
15
move.
halved, right? Is that it, or is it the
15? Then since he's 20 up, you'll take 10, right?
Yeah, so it's 25.
25? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna move to, I guess, about just right in range of Inryu. I'm gonna be standing away from the tree and kind of close to the camp too.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Bless.
What range is it?
30 feet.
Okay, yeah. So you go going up to close enough to the tree where you can get to him.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You
and
bless
I'm
him.
gonna choose 3 creatures within 30 feet of me, and they'll get +4 on attack rolls or saving throws.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
For up to a minute.
All right, so you guys get blessed.
Yeah.
So the attack roll,
And they kind of get like a
not the damage on Forge.
like a little glow, kind of just runs up their upper torso. You know, just one time. Just,
I am the master.
What?
and that'll be my turn.
Okay. All right, that goes to Halinir. Your
Okay,
turn.
first I'm gonna hold Eldritch Blast and ask a question.
Okay.
Why did you lie? About who you are, why did you lie?
Okay, and you ask that out.
Yep. And if she answers in some kind of negative way,
Mhm.
especially like toward Halinir, I'm going to blast.
Okay, and she, well, for the reply, then she just says, "What are you talking about? I didn't lie."
Eldritch Blast.
Okay, yeah, you shoot at her.
6.
6 does not hit.
Oh, wait. That's
Yeah,
the-
you
roll
it.
that roll
So
to
you
hit.
can add your D4.
That was 24 to hit.
Okay, that hits. So you did 6
Damn.
damage.
6 damage.
All right. And that is a necrotic.
By the way, the 3 were you, Inryu, and Torian.
Got it.
Okay. What type of damage is that?
Eldritch Blast is force, and plus I do extra necrotic because I'm in my shroud.
Okay, so how much of it is necrotic?
Necrotic is 4.
4 of it's necrotic, and then the other 2 is force?
Yep.
Okay.
Bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah, you shoot up and some leaves fall out of the tree as you blast up there. And anything else you want to do?
Nope. Hold my position and just wait.
Okay. And that goes to the end of the round. There's 3 of you that aren't in combat right now. What do you guys want to do?
It's like they're pretty determined. So rolling my initiative, gonna pull my bow.
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
last.
you can hop in.
I'm last.
You jumping in too?
Roll for it.
Okay, so yeah, you are last.
All right, I'm gonna roll initiative, but I'm not gonna do anything just yet.
Okay, so yeah, everybody wants to hop in on initiative. Sure, tell me what you got.
18.
17.
17. What did you have on your roll? Was it 8?
I rolled 16.
You rolled 16, so you two are at the top
Yeah,
there.
they're before me.
So
Oh, yeah.
Tip.
All right.
It was like,
Tip's going to walk on over to Lavana.
Uh-huh.
I know Torian's over there as well. And I don't know. I guess she'll stand about 5 feet away from Lavana.
Yeah.
Um,
Who right now Lavana has there's a bolt, a metal crossbow bolt stuck in her shoulder, and she's just kind of like holding it and wincing in pain.
mhm.
And again, you can see the blood that's flowing from her. It's red, but it has like this kind of like weird green kind of goop mixed with it.
Okay. All right. And I am going to it's like I want to prepare an action for if something happens, but I don't even know what.
Yeah, well, you can like hold an Eldritch Blast in case Lavana tries to leave, or if Scarlet makes an attack against you or something.
What would Tippy do?
She doesn't trust either of them. She doesn't know either of them.
Yeah. Well, maybe like something defensive for yourself in case like she shot at them, and you see everybody like else getting ready, and maybe there's someone you want to defend, or maybe you want to, if she attacks you, you want to shoot back at her.
Okay, if anybody in the party receives a blow that looks fatal or near fatal, then Tip will Eldritch Blast.
So if
whoever-
someone falls,
Yeah,
then you'll shoot. Okay.
then she will shoot at whoever
Okay.
is the one who had them. So Scarlet, I'm assuming. Doesn't look
Okay.
like Lavana's getting up and shooting anyone.
Okay, so yeah, you're like your party. You know, you guys have been through some things together,
Yeah,
and
she's
you're like,
defensive of them, but she's also got no real reason to be defensive of the girl. Like, the only thing that Lavana has said to Tippy is like, Kraken bless you.
Yeah.
And to her, she's kind of like, that's my Kraken, that's not your Kraken. Fuck you. Like, that's...
yeah, right, okay. Okay, cool. That's you. So you have a held action in case anybody falls. You'll take a shot with Eldritch Blast at her.
Yeah.
Galvin, what do you want to do?
I'm going to jump back to where Lavana is and tell her, I don't give a fuck about you, but my friends do for some reason. And I'm going to knock a bow and hold my action.
Okay, what do you
Knock an arrow and hold my
what'll be the trigger of your action?
Scarlet shooting at her.
If you shoot at the lady, you're gonna shoot back at her.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Interview. It goes to your turn. Right now, you're hanging on the tree. She moved 20 feet up, and you have your movement speed that you can climb half. You know, I mean this is like, it's not a hard tree to climb, so you're not having to like make. Well, I should have made you make a. It's fine.
Some kind of rolls.
On the beginning of it.
Yeah. Now that you've been shot in the hand, we're gonna make you like. It's not gonna be like anything too hard, but your athletics continue to climb this tree. Now that you say your hands kind of coated in blood a little bit, so you just make if you want to continue to climb up, give me an athletics check.
Athletics check. Oh my god. 7. Hey, I got bless, right?
That's not a saving throw.
It's not a saving throw. Oh, no, my 7.
7. Okay. Well, you lose your grip a little bit. You don't fall out of the tree or anything, but you're not able to continue climbing right now. Like you're kind of like kind of hanging on so you don't fall off. But you can still take your action and you can still do all that. You just can't make any movement unless it's to go down the tree right now.
Lame.
Yeah. Bad rolls, man. Sorry.
Yeah. But can't throw it. He had to do it without in the same time. Yeah, I hold my position.
Okay. Do you want to hold an action or anything?
Yeah, I think the dodge. Here you go. Action on the tree.
Yeah.
It's
almost like it's almost like you're prone, really.
Yeah, it really is. So like, I guess I'll take a dodge action on the tree hanging on. Yeah, so that's all I can do since I can't move. So yeah, that'd be it.
All right. So okay, that's what you do. That goes to Scarlet's turn. All right. Let's see.
Come on, Sky, what you can do?
So.
Legendary action. Fire all the crossbows. With a crossbow.
So she's 40 feet up. Okay.
God damn.
She's just gonna sit in the tree until everyone stops attacking her. She'll be like, calm down, guys.
That would be really funny.
Well, I was kind of thinking that because it's like we're gonna have to spend this whole episode just trying to get this girl off this tree.
You're not gonna kill her.
Gonna start bringing branches.
Set the tree.
So, okay. So what she's gonna do? I made a roll to see like kind of which way she'd go with this, and she kind of yells down. Do you see what she's doing already? This isn't you. You want to attack a member of the guild like this? And she waits to see what you reply back. And she holds an action.
Can I yell something back?
Sure, you can reply.
Show your medallion now.
And well, with that, then she will free action, just like kind of pull it out, and you can see from 40 feet that she has a golden necklace. You can't read it or anything, but you can see that she actually has one that's in the same shape of yours.
Okay.
She pulls it all the way out, and she holds an action. And that goes to Joy Boy, I believe, right? Yeah, because Torian's last. So, Joy, what do you want to do? Do you burn her? She's still holding it. She hasn't let it go.
Oh, the bonus action's still going.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I better. Hey, 9 fire damage. Just cranking up, baby. We just gotta
9 fire
Gotta get it going.
All right. And as you burn her, she takes her reaction. Does a 20 hit you?
No.
No.
Oh, yes, I lied. It does.
No.
Yes, it
Oh, it
does.
does. Okay. Yeah. So you, and she shoots back at you as soon as you burn her, and she does.
Oh god.
She does her 12 piercing damage,
Okay.
and so make your concentration check. That she shoots you, which I think you only gotta you just make a 10 or better because half of that's less than 10.
18.
18? All right, cool. So, yeah, you continue to hold that spell. But, yeah, as her reaction, she shoots at him. I don't think anybody held action in case she attacks anybody, did they?
Mm-mm. Mine is just in case someone falls.
So, yeah, but she does seem to respond to you doing damage to her.
If you don't like it.
Let's I'm gonna Sacred Flame at her. She's got to make a dex save.
15.
She passes. She good.
So you shoot this searing blast at her. She kind of hops out the way. All right. That goes to Halanir. Your turn. What do you want to do?
Again, I'll hold Eldritch Blast until like I get an answer. If one I don't like, I'll blast.
Yeah, right.
I'll yell out, "Why'd you lie about going to the guild?"
And her response will be, I told you I haven't actually been to the guild in over a week.
She said yesterday, didn't she?
She said she was in town yesterday. She didn't specifically say she went to the guild yesterday.
She said
She said it looked fine yesterday.
Yeah.
She said the last time she saw it.
Yeah, she did. She said last time she saw it, it looked fine.
I don't blast.
Okay. Don't blast. All right. Well, that's your turn. You could have taken your action to blast. Do you want to hold your action now for another trigger?
Take the dodge action then.
Okay, cool. And then that goes to Torian. You've been a witness to all this. What do you want to do?
How far? Never mind. It's 120 feet. Magic missile.
Yeah. Okay. Guarantee hit. So give me the damage. What do you got? What do you have to use magic missile? What is your
Right. What is VNS main on components?
vocal,
Verbal
somatic?
and somatic, yeah.
Yeah, it means you need to have your mouth.
Yeah,
So you gotta
move and
gotta
stuff.
speak, and then somatic is the hand movements, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you can free action, like if you don't have your sword drawn, you can use your hand.
Yeah, I don't have my sword.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you do the whoop, the jutsu
Yeah.
or whatever, and shoot some magic missile at her. So yeah, how much force damage do you do to her? Magic missiles
9.
always can't miss. Magic missile 9.
Yeah.
All right.
Force
Oh, that was so okay. So yeah, you again you shoot these little what do they look like? Just like little white sperm missiles.
Yeah.
And
They
it's
even
kinda-
got a wiggly tail.
they even like kind of in the
Yep.
tree and
And
like
they explode when they hit.
yeah, just boom, 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 and more leaves fall out of the tree. All right, and that comes to the end of the round. Nobody else does anything because you guys are on combat, but the lady you guys are there with does not act. It goes back to Tippy. Nobody fell, so you didn't take your reaction.
Yeah.
What do you want to do this time?
I'm gonna continue doing that. Continue holding the same action that I had held from before. Because it's not even like Tippy wouldn't even try and diffuse the situation because she likes watching you guys fight.
Yeah.
So she's just kind of
You're just like, what? Okay, cool. So did you say you held the same action?
yeah, I'm holding the
Okay.
same. If anyone gets like fatally injured, then she will shoot at
Yeah.
the person who injures
Right.
them.
Okay. So that goes to Galvin. What do you want to do?
Same as before, hold my attack action if she attacks Lavana.
Okay.
And I'm going to yell out to her, Scarlet, let us take care of this one. There's so many more out there for you to handle.
And her response will be, but she can lead me to the rest of them.
So can others.
And like that's the dialogue you guys get for that. Interview. What are you doing? If you want to continue to climb, you can make me a better athletics check.
Yeah. Better have this shape. 19.
Yeah. You're free to climb all you
I
want.
almost had that one too.
Yeah, it was really close. Yeah. So she's 40 feet up.
She's 20 feet above you right now.
All right, I moved 20 feet up.
Okay, yeah. So you continue to get your way up there. She's out on a limb right now, so you can get up and you can step on that same limb if you want to.
How thick is this limb looking?
It's big enough to hold both of you. It's no worries. This is a pretty large tree you guys are in right now. So it's got some larger lower limbs, but the limbs are 40 feet off the ground.
So if I try to chop this limb,
you can attack it, but it's healthy.
it's healthy. Okay,
Yeah.
One of those. I look at them like,
Yeah, it's one that'll take you. You'll have to give it a couple of good chops.
yeah.
But yeah, you're if you can step out on the limb, that'll
Yeah.
that'll take away some of the negatives that you're getting from being just like stuck to the side of this tree.
Yeah. All right. So I'm on the same limb as her.
Yeah, you step out into the limb, and she's still there, and you can see she doesn't look like she's taking a lot of damage, and her clothes aren't really tattered, and one of her crossbows is red hot, and you can see it sizzling in her hand, and she just kind of like looks at you when you come out, and she has this look on her face like like she almost feels sorry for you.
Yeah.
Oh.
How do we do this? Oh my god. Walk up to her.
Yeah, you're there. You're like she's like 5 feet under the branch. You just stepped onto it. You're right there within range of her.
Make a grapple.
Yeah, make a grapple check.
Yeah.
All right, make your athletics, and then I will roll against you to see if you grapple her. I rolled a 6.
I got 12.
12. So yeah, you grab a hold of her.
That's cute.
No.
You step on there and you grab her, and you have she is grappled. There's no grappling. I'll read it to you. She can't move unless she gets out. If you become incapacitated, she gets out. That's pretty much. She just can't move. Really, she can still make all of her attacks.
Can I move? I can't remember if you have to have the feet to move with that person.
I can't remember if you have to have grappler to be able to move with her or not. I think you can move half of your movement speed with her, kind of like climb. I think, but I'm not 100% sure. It's one of those rules that we never did look up because I remember this coming up before.
Yeah. Use 20.
You can look up the
I got
grapple
45
real
movement
quick.
speed, and I moved 20 up.
But it was 20 up, and you.
more.
No, that's yes. Took you 40 to move up there because it's,
Sorry, yeah, I had 5.
She's trying to fight it. It's 5 feet. It's an athletics check
well, it's talking about
contest, I think.
that was a contested to make her move. Maybe that's it.
Yeah,
Can't remember.
I got 5 feet, bro.
So we'll run with that. So if you only got 5 feet left, half of 5 feet is not a movement. So you're not gonna be able to make her move.
Yeah.
Not on this turn anyway. But you've used your action to grapple her. You can't bonus action throw her down or anything.
Yeah. Okay. That's clear as that. Up.
You
Yeah,
could.
hold on.
Yeah. So you grabbed her.
Yeah. Hold on to her.
Okay. Cool. And that is your turn. Just for future reference, you can also take the shove action, which is the same thing. And if you beat her, you get to shove her down, and she moves back 5 feet.
Yeah, that's kind of what's gonna happen next turn.
Yeah. So right now you have her grappled.
I thought about doing on Rock Lee, just done.
And
Rock bottom?
her turn is next. So on her turn,
This is Zuna dropping shit.
you see that you have a good look at her. You can see her, and you see like pretty much at this point, most of the damage you guys have done to her has kind of faded. And
Drunk.
she looks at you, and
You grappled like face to face.
yeah, you got her. She's just like her face is like right near yours. She looks like she's sweating, and she just kind of
we
looks
look
at
like
you.
we're on a versus screen.
Like the front of her hat's kind of like pushed up as your head's like right there in front of
it's
it.
like a versus screen, face to face. Yeah,
And maybe even her hat can like falls off and starts like going to the ground.
Yeah.
And you can see like her blonde hair and it's kind of a braid that she had like tied up kind of falls down a little bit.
Mhm.
And she just kind of looks at you. And she says, how does it feel to protect her? That lady. Does it feel good?
You tell me when you hit the ground.
Tell me if it feels like this. And her eyes get wide and you like almost kind of get sucked into her gaze. And roll a wisdom saving throw.
She's just charming.
You need to add 1 to that.
Yeah, it won't matter. 11.
11.
Yeah.
You are charmed.
Yeah.
So yeah, you feel like this woman that you've been attacking and you have in your arms is even with the +4 you didn't make it.
It was.
You feel like she's like a friend and a companion, and that you should protect her.
All right.
And like it's like you're conflicted, but that feeling of you feeling for the other girl has now swapped to this one.
All right.
And she's just kind of like giving you like a big smile, and it feels good for her to look at you like this. And that goes to Joy's turn. Joy, what do you do?
Just gonna yell out.
Throw down your guild necklace and prove you're in the guild.
And she'll respond, and her response will be, "Throw yours up, prove you're in the guild."
Joy will take it off.
yeah, you take it off.
And I'm gonna attempt to throw it up at her.
Okay, cool. So to accurately throw it, give me just like a dex check.
So good.
7.
7. So you rear back and you throw your guild necklace, and it kind of goes like halfway up the tree, and then just kind of goes off into a bush.
There, your turn.
All right. That was your action. Anything else you want to do?
I'm gonna
bonus action burner.
Nah, bonus action. I'm going to bonus action. I'll cast healing word on Levana.
You go heal her? Okay. Yeah. Yep. And she's still sitting there, and she's got this bolt stuck in her shoulder, and she's still like.
Yeah, she only heals for 5.
5? Okay. Well, she taken 10 damage earlier, so that's not bad for her. And we can see like the wound kind of closing up around the bolt that's in her. It doesn't like poke it out or push it out, but it does help. All right. That goes to Halanir.
Okay, I will just yell up, Hunter, we know all the haze has rings. Where's yours?
And her response would be that it's a long story.
God.
It's a long story for combat. So that's her response. It's a long story.
Come down and tell it.
And well, I guess with that, she'll like you finish attacking me, and then we'll go to Torian's turn. What do you want to do?
I'll just kind of step over and shield off Levana more, I guess. And
Okay, yeah. Can you give her like maybe 3/4 cover
just
even
to see
to her
if
body?
Scarlet comes down.
Yeah. Okay. So I see that now that I've charmed Terrence, that I don't think any of you really want to continue the combat, or if you do, let me know and we'll stay within.
That's kind of pointless.
Yeah, just kind of diffuse the situation a bit. So yeah, okay. So we'll drop the initiative right there. Inri, you still have her in your grasp, and she hasn't attempted to get out. The feeling that you get is much stronger than like just kind of the trust that you had with Levana. This is definitely different.
Mm-hmm.
It feels the same, but a lot stronger. But you feel that this is like a friend and someone that you would protect, and you're confused at why you were even attacking her to begin with. But she hasn't asked you anything, so you're still free to do whatever you want.
Since it feels like a friend, Interview would let it go.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of step back. So I'm still like charmed, but not, or
No, you're charmed. She just hasn't given you a command.
all right, yeah, just let it go and stand there.
Okay. And
I don't know what kind of actions a charmed person. Since
it's like
You think of them as an ally.
yeah, since no one's attacking her, it
Yeah.
would be like, okay, well, I'm just standing next to my friend, so we just chilling and hiding in the tree here.
yeah, you're just hanging out in a tree.
You're just hanging
happy
out.
happy to be there.
Yeah.
All right, and she says, "Okay, I'm coming down." And
She moonwalks down.
as she begins to come down, Terrence, make an acrobatics or athletics check, whichever one you want to do.
Yeah.
As she puts her hand on your chest as she walks past you and kind of gives you a shove.
Acrobatics, 19.
19? Okay. She almost gets you. Yeah, but she kind of gives you a push, and you kind of like, maybe you're just in her way. You don't know, but you almost fall out of the tree, and she's playing with you.
Yeah.
Making a cool, standing on one foot, spin around like, whoa.
You're like, whoop! And she begins to walk down the tree as a one that has spider climb can, and she comes down the tree, and of course she'll get like halfway, and she'll like look at you guys, and she'll be like, and she'll like kind of look at you with this steaming, like burning piece of metal, and
Oh, I'm sorry. If you would, could you get my medallion? It's right over there by you. And I'll turn that off.
Turn it off.
do you turn it off?
If she goes, she turns to go start getting the medallion, I will.
And she just kind of like,
I'll turn it off.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I'll turn it off first.
okay, and it kind of cools down. She's like, she puts it back on her belt. The rest of you, do the rest of you stand down, or do you continue to be armed and ready to fight?
Yeah, momentary stand down.
Okay.
If it was a friend walking down the tree, we just hanging the tree. They like, oh, I'm going down. I guess I am too.
Yeah, you start climbing down? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I just-
Well, she'll come down, and then we can have a discussion after we take a break. So we'll come back. Don't go anywhere, guys. Oh, be right back.
God.
Hey, we're back. All right, we took a break. Feeling good? Oh, me. So before we took the break, we had
A romantic tree moment.
we had a romantic tree moment. You guys were fighting with Scarlet, who has claimed that she is a vampire in relation to the Hayes family, and that the lady that you guys have with you is bad news. But she hasn't done anything to, the lady that with you hasn't done anything to provoke you or anything else. You guys had a fight. You guys have now stood down. She's come down the tree. She's holstered her crossbows, and she goes over and she fishes out your guild necklace, or she looks for it. Oh, quickly. Oops. I got another one. It's all right. And she does find it. She quickly kind of pulls it out and she kind of holds it and shakes it towards you.
I'll approach.
Yeah. And she kind of just walks up like nothing ever happened. She kind of just walks over into your camp and kind of hands it to you.
I'll grab it and I'll say,
Thank you.
And she's like, well, you guys aren't too bad. She kind of just takes a seat by the cinders of the fire and just kind of pokes him with a stick that's nearby. It just seems like she just walks in and sits in your camp.
I'll walk up to her. So Hunter, what makes this vampire so evil and you're good? You just hunt other vampires?
Well, that's the same between people, I imagine. There's some good people, some bad people. Usually people with power are more inclined to be not good and find joy in the little man suffering. And that's...
But why are you chasing this one?
Well, no specific reason, really. I didn't even know she existed until
Are you
hours
hunted by
ago.
other hunters?
Well, I'm sure if... none that I know of. She kind of has this look on her face eh. Yeah, she probably has some enemies out there. Especially if she treats most of them like she just treated you guys. But she kind of sits there and she's like, well, okay, well, obviously there's been a misunderstanding. What do you want to know? Go ahead, hit me with it.
Well, first off, Hunter, we're going to take this one into custody. We're going to question it.
We'll just question her here. Taking her around like the weak-minded is just bad.
That's what's going to happen.
Okay.
Do you walk up in the middle of the night and try to kill people often?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, bonus action turn off all the necrotic shadow.
Okay, yeah, and you kind of let it fall off and
The wings and stuff, they disintegrate into this ash or powder.
Okay.
And the eyes return to normal.
Yeah, and then as that, she kind of makes the comment of well, you don't seem too bad yourself for being what you are.
We all have our cruxes. We all have our journeys to make.
Mm-hmm.
Some are good paths and some are bad paths. We don't know. We don't know what the next person is going through. I don't know what you're going through. So why don't you tell me what happened to your ring? Why you claim to be a Hayes if you don't have your ring?
Well, usually just claiming the name of Hayes makes people piss their pants a little bit, and I can get away with what I want a little quicker.
So you're not?
No, I am, but I don't like to get a free ride in life. I don't need that. I've plenty of pampering back at the castle. I just kind of like to be my own person out here.
Where are you from?
A place called the Vineyard, the Hayes Manor. It's not really a manor anymore. It's kind of like a city, but they still call it the Manor, the Vineyard.
Your parents? Who are they?
Mistress Ruby is my mom.
You're the daughter of Ruby.
And as far as I know, I don't have a father.
Ruby stays at the vineyard?
Yep. Holy Ruby, the herald of St. Nicholas.
The asexual.
So you were hatched from an egg?
I don't think so.
Okay.
That could be. I don't remember. You start remembering things when you're like 5 or so, but before that, no idea. Nobody ever told me I was hatched from an egg. It'd be pretty funny though.
When did you start hunting?
Well, there's always these scary stories of these vampires in the world and other demons preying on the weak and the innocent, and they're not all like that. Most are. Then she kind of like motions over towards the lady
What if
standing.
she's like you? What if she tries to help, or maybe keeps her head down and doesn't kill innocent people? What if she's innocent?
Sadly, I haven't met many innocents like me.
But you said that, everyone is different. Good, evil.
Yeah, everybody's different. I don't know. Ask her. Ask her if she's evil. I know everyone that I think she's associated with is evil.
All right. Walk over there.
Yeah.
Charm. In a more intimidating walk. We'll go to Lavana.
Yeah.
Well, are you? Are you evil?
And she still has a bolt stuck in her arm. And she kind of holds it, like looks at you like confused. Like, no, I haven't done anything.
Turn over to Scarlet. She says she's not evil.
She just kind of like looks at you like, what do you want me to tell you?
Do we just kill her now or later?
Well,
We're taking her in. We're not going to kill her yet.
Why wait?
yeah, and you guys all kind of like notice
Yeah, notice that his
his
mood has changed.
180 he's spun on.
Henry,
I kind of turned, put my shield in between Lady Lavana and him.
Yeah, and you step between them.
Yeah.
Inryu, this was our friend. After we rescued her, she's been nothing but nice. She's been a victim.
She's been nothing but trouble.
That didn't start until...
And I'll just kind of look over at Scarlet.
In fact, you fought for the exact opposite reason earlier.
But it seems I have a change of heart. What a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Like, no, I just did the same thing that she did to him earlier. I just turned him over to my point of view. It's easy. And I asked you earlier, did it feel the same? And it does, like it did not.
Did not. No, it doesn't. What do you mean?
And
Why
she
don't we
kinda-
just kill her now?
So wait, what do you mean it doesn't feel the same? It should be the exact same. Like she should have forced you to do whatever she wanted you to do, within the safety of yourself, and you would have mindlessly followed it.
She never forced me to do anything.
Dance for me.
I dance.
Mhm.
Want to roll for it?
Yeah, roll, make a performance roll.
Oh, I got -1. Sucks. 10.
She's kind of, okay, stop dancing.
In my tribe, we call that horrible.
It was average dancing what he did.
Dude, you can't do that while I got a mouth full of oh, God.
And so, she's like all of the manners I'm doing. She's just kind of sitting on like her hands on her knees. And she's kind of looking at you like, how does it feel different? What's different? Like it's not as strong? Is it even the same thing? Or do you just have a crush on her?
It's not the same thing. So, Lavana did charm in a way, right?
It was something similar to a charm, but definitely not like flat out charm.
Yeah. It's not like a charm. It's like, I don't know, like a persuasion or something. She never forced me to do anything.
Well, she is part succubus. Are you sure you just don't want to like? So then she kind of looks at you and like your Barbie doll like body with no genitalia.
Yeah.
Well.
Rub bumps.
So you're saying that you have him charmed right now?
Oh yeah, he'll do whatever I want him to do. Within reason. Give your friend a hug.
Which one?
That one.
Give him a hug.
And he comes up to you and tries to embrace you.
He's
He's like, push the shield back. He hits you with the shield, and then make another save, wisdom saving throw.
13.
13? It doesn't knock you out of it. You still, you're still like kind of trying to give him a hug, and he won't let you, and it bothers you.
Why won't you let me hug you? It's just
For
a hug.
one, you're naked. 2, I don't want to hug.
1, you was born naked. 2, I'm giving you a hug.
Okay. Stop. That's fine. You did a good job.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, no violence or anything, but can I question her?
Go for it.
From a distance.
Well, I gotta have a trick that will be able to, where she can just tell us everything she knows. It'd make this a lot easier. Just keep shaking your head at her.
Yeah.
You can talk to her. No weapons.
Okay, no weapons. And she'll like place her crossbows on the ground where she's sitting and pull the sword out and place it on the ground.
No magic.
No magic. And she walks over there and she sits across from where Levana is. And Levana is obviously afraid of her, but she doesn't like run or anything. And Scarlet puts a hand on her shoulder and grabs the bolt and begins to pull it out. And of course, Levana cries in pain as she's pulling it out. And like a squish. And she pulls it and kind of tosses it to the side.
Did she make any kind of comment about the green goo in her?
She hasn't yet, but she kind of rubs her finger through it a little bit. And kind of. And then she takes her her pinky finger and kind of stabs it into her hand, and making a little bit of blood dribble out. And she grabs Levana by the back of the hair and kind of pulls her hair back a little bit, and she goes, "Ah!" And she clamps her hand over her mouth. And then Levana starts kind of resisting, like grabbing and trying to pull her away. Don't think she's suffocating her, but Levana's definitely resisting or trying to, but she can't pull Scarlet away. Does anybody try to intervene or anything? Or
Joy does.
yeah, you
Stop that!
Henry steps it away.
yeah, you step in his way, try to get him. You Henry steps into your way.
Henry, move now!
Let her do her thing.
Shove Enryu.
Yeah, all right. Roll your athletics, Henry, your acrobatics against that if you want to use that.
All right. Shit. That sucks. Yeah, 11.
18.
18. He shoves you down to the ground. Joy shoves you down to the ground.
Little guy.
I'll just try to like take her hand that's she's got over her mouth. I'll just try to like move her hand.
Yeah, you try to like just like pull her back.
Yeah.
And she does. You kind of swat her hand back, and you can see like blood on her hand. And she kind of takes one finger, and just kind of rubs on your lip, like right there.
Mine.
You kind of taste like you taste blood in your mouth, and you kind of feel less angry at her.
Hunter, what are you doing?
I'm just trying to ease the situation and make this little slut tell me what we want her to tell us. She kind of like turns back and looks at you. Is it okay?
Oh, I guess so.
Good. She kind of like holds her finger at you and winks.
I'll sit down Indian style.
And write down 1 point of vampire blood on your stats for me.
That don't even sound good.
And it's like it's not completely changing how you feel. It's just like it's almost like you've had a beer or something. It kind of just takes the edge off a little bit. And maybe this lady's not so bad, but you can still like try to stop her if you want to. It doesn't change you. It's almost like a light suggestion, like kind of you're just like but she's still doing what she's doing.
Why is she resisting so much if you're just trying to help?
Because she knows what this is. I'm sure. Don't you? And she asks down, and the Levana just kind of like looks confused and like shakes her head, like, just stuck your blood in my mouth. That's gross. She kind of spits to the side, and Scarlett's kind of like immediately just kind of just slumps down in front of her, just like looking her in the face. It's like, okay, tell me where are the rest of you? Just tell me where they are. And Levana just kind of like shakes her head and again kind of like backs up. She's got like the blood on her face and she's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And Scarlett kind of grabs her by the mouth and makes her open up and like kind of sticks her bloody finger and just kind of whirls around her mouth. Spits in her face, slaps her. Tell me what I want to know. And Levana still is like, what the fuck is going on? But even though Scarlett continues to like do something with her blood, and then she even like the wound that's bleeding, like she takes and like tastes it again, and she looks confused, like something should be happening that's not. And she continues to ask questions like, where were you before you got, like, she goes through the whole thing. She asks him like, Levana tells her that she got captured. Levana tells her everything she knows up from when you guys met her. Like, you guys came in there and saved her. She remembers this old man with big white eyebrows that did bad things to her. But other than that, she has no idea of anything. She can't answer any of Scarlett's questions about like where she was before that, anybody she knows. She just goes through like everything, trying to get anything out of her, and just nothing comes out. Mainly centered on where their lair is, but she doesn't get anything out of her. And the Scarlett's kind of. Well, you're definitely what I think you are, but conveniently you just don't know anything. Great. She kind of like turns and smiles at all of you. Well, and then she kind of licks her hand, and you can see her wound kind of closes up.
But this is
awkward.
This is a fresh start. You can teach her to be like you. She can be like your little buddy now and go and hunt other vampires.
Oh, now that she's not like, worth keeping around, you're gonna dump her off on me. Okay, sure, I'll take her.
Well, I have no reason to keep her in there.
Absolutely not.
No.
We're gonna do as we originally planned.
We're gonna kill him.
That is not what we originally planned. We are
I hit him
going
with the
to
shield
take her
again.
back.
You push it back again. Yeah, he pushes you back with the shield again, but at this point, you're not gonna get a free roll off that. It's gonna have to be some real damage. But so the situation kind of turns into like Scarlett's trying to kill her, but she kind of like chills out a bit as this kind of convenient amnesia that has appeared, and she just kind of like, you guys are you guys still giving her blood, by the way?
I don't know if they are.
I don't know if anybody ever picked it up.
Yeah, Andrew, you didn't pick it back up. I don't think anybody else has either, and she's not doing it herself. But what'd you have, Heath?
Well, we know the Archmage at the Mage Tower can read memories.
That's handy.
We can take her there.
Okay. Yeah.
Does she have to be alive for memories to be read?
Probably not, right?
So
Just
we
a
can just kill her
brain.
now?
Yes, she does.
Well,
We've already cooperated. You've found nothing. Can you just leave this poor soul alone? She's suffered already. She's already explained it to you.
She's my only lead to find the rest of them, so I guess I'm just going to have to wait until she remembers something. Maybe if I hit her with this rock, she'll remember something. She kind of picks up a stone off the
Please don't.
She kind of just like throws it off to the side. Ugh, sucks.
How many of these have you dealt with? Seems
What?
like your first time you dealt with one.
Well, this is the first time I've dealt with one I had to talk to for any extended period of time, and she's...
So you're new at this.
What? No.
Hmm.
I've killed, like, all the ones I've came across.
And what's that number?
That's your friend.
Yeah, no,
What's that number? Oh, I mean, I lost count at so many.
Well, we can add one more, right? Pointless, countless? What up?
Right,
What's wrong
right.
with you?
She kind of like gives you like a high five.
You're not going to get any information from a dead vampire.
Well, I mean,
Only good vampires are dead vampires.
and she's just like, what do I do? And then you guys kind of hear this.
Oh my god.
And you turn, and Perry is still sitting over there, sound asleep as the sun starts to break. And it's now fully morning, and Scarlet walks over and kind of puts her hat, and she's kind of squinting at the sun and kind of turns it to where the shadow's on her. It's like, ugh, bleh. So, what do you guys want to do?
Take her to the maid's tower.
Okay.
Kill her right here on the spot.
I want to take these flowers back to the guild.
Does anybody want to go see what's in that portal over there?
You want to go see what's in the portal?
Yes, so bad!
I know, right?
This is a silent village and no one can make any noise. It's so cool.
So at this point, you guys could. There are options if what you guys want to do. You guys could go back. If you want to go back, you could check the portal out. Just to put your mind at ease that Scarlet doesn't really seem to have a whole lot of interest in this girl right now, so maybe she won't run off with her if you guys go and check it out. But and then there's also Perry that can keep an eye on him. But you guys have choices. You guys can check out the portal, come back later. What do you guys feel like doing?
Apparently, what Scarlet wants to do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you still have like she just seems like
A good friend.
she seems like as good of a friend as these guys do to you. Like you're not like
All right.
unless she tells you to do something.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, just for the sake of like the role play through it, what do you guys want to do?
I want. This is in character, out of character.
We can talk about it out of character and then like
Henry is kind of curious to know what's in the portal.
yeah. Like I'm saying, if you guys want to check the portal out, you guys can, and I'm not gonna like be a dick and ruin everything for you.
Well, I mean, if it ain't good, it ain't good. No more.
Well, I'm talking about like you guys come out and like everything's gone, kind of thing. Like
Bad rolls sometimes.
But I'm just letting you guys know that you don't have to feel pressured to not go into it.
Okay.
You guys can do whatever y'all want to do.
Gallo would love to go in that portal.
Yeah, you guys want to check it out? It's up to you guys.
Check it out. Anybody else want to go? Plus, I need clothes, weapons.
I guess Halanir, you were in there. You went out and talked to people. You definitely got the feeling that they are in they're maybe not in peril, but there is something not good happening to them.
Right.
Yeah, they're in like a cursed state.
Yeah, I think I told them that they were cursed or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to. Well, we don't need to. We can check out the portal. It is very weird over there. We can make noise. We could talk, but they couldn't.
So something's holding them back.
Something has fallen on them. I don't know what it is. It was beyond me, so I left. And hopefully we can come back and figure it out. Or we can go now and figure it out.
You know what we could do is we could give the Scarlet and this girl, Lavana, into the custody of the guy who lives up in the thingy. What is his name?
York?
York.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yorick can guide them to the Mages Guild. They can go and get whatever answers they're seeking. And then we can go and adventure without any worries.
So Scarlet, she has, if you guys show interest in going, she will show interest in staying here and just talking to this and trying to get more information out of her because she's very confused at why she's not, like, there's this, I don't remember, and she's not getting the answer she wants. So she kind of wants to spend more time with this person, almost like to prove you guys wrong.
Well, Tori, how do you feel?
Feel like not leaving Levana to Scarlet.
Mercy of Scarlet.
Yeah, but like add a character, like if they're not gonna be gone when you come back. They'll be there.
Yeah, but dead.
But something will be different.
We can go find Yorick and bring him back here to get them for him to lead them back to town and to the Mage Tower.
He might know something about our tentacle friend anyway.
That is true.
This if you guys think Orc will actually do that.
Talking into it.
Let's see if he's even still.
If he's there, yeah.
Yeah, he might have already gone back to town.
You know, you just had to.
There's always Perry.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. So is what you guys are wanting to do is you want to send them both back
Italy.
to town while you guys are doing this?
We're gonna leave Perry with a super tough.
And Scarlet
Scarlet
will tell you also that
there's
she
nothing we
can
can do
Scarlet
against
can take her
that.
back if you guys want her to take her back. Scarlet's kind of down for whatever because she's
Scarlet,
confused about
there's
this
a
too.
way for the mages in the Mage Tower to read memories. Maybe they can recover something for you. You could take her there. We can meet you later.
So if I can just take her now?
On second thought, how about you just accompany us inside the portal?
I'm not going in there.
Thought you had interest.
I mean, it's cool and everything, but I'm not going in there.
It's safe. We were in there earlier,
See?
and nothing happened.
And she refuses to go.
Well,
She probably has a higher intelligence.
So you can imagine this. It may break the immersion a little bit, but like a box comes up with like choices.
Yeah.
So,
Not one of them.
So just tell me what your choice is. Like she can be here with Lady Levana when you guys come out. If you guys come out in the same area, she can take her back to town for you and do something like that. You guys may have trouble finding her later. We don't know. She won't go in. It's kind of your two options, really. I guess you want them to wait on you here or to go back to town.
Could Perry watch Levana
Yeah,
inside the portal with us, and then Scarlet just stay out here and wait on us to return?
If that's how you want to do it, like if you want to take Levana into the portal, you can, and Scarlet will just wait outside.
Yeah,
She just won't go in.
I'll bring that up to the group.
that doesn't sound
No,
like
I don't want to be carrying around this dead weight when we're out exploring a whole new world.
Perry just stay right there by the portal.
Perry can stay in camp and watch him too.
Yeah, he'll just stay right there. Scarlet stays outside the portal. Perry's right there. Levana's right there.
I whisper so that Perry can't hear. If you guys actually think that she's a threat or dangerous, Perry's not going to be able to do anything. You would just be sending an innocent man to his death.
That's why he comes in the portal along with her. She stays out. The threat is eliminated.
Until she jumps in the portal.
It's just like an open
Murder.
door.
Yeah. She steps in there. Yeah.
She seems pretty adamant that she ain't gonna go in there though.
So you get. I get where you're going. You guys are overthinking this. It's fine.
I figure at this point we are like this is
Like,
really
Hunter, you
overcome.
will wait on us for us to come back. We're gonna take a look at this town. We'll be right back.
Okay. Did you kind of looks this like kind of squints up at
Give us
the morning sky?
an hour or two.
Okay. Well, I think I'll just probably take a nap or something anyway.
Oh, friend, before you go to sleep, is there any way you have a weapon by chance before I go in this portal?
Yeah, I got plenty of weapons.
Got a long sword by chance?
No.
Useless. What do you have? What do you
I have 2 crossbows. I got a rapier. I have a couple of daggers in my boots, and these.
Oh, still at home with these.
But most important, I have my heart.
Really have a long sword right there.
Audibly groan at that.
I mean, somebody in the party may have something you can use. I mean, you took somebody's mace, didn't you?
I got Joy's mace, but
Did you give it back
At
to
this
him?
point, I'll
yeah,
be
I
like,
can give it. Yeah, I can do this.
Not yet.
Not yet. I haven't yet. I won't.
at this point, I'll be like, hey, what happened to my rope? Because I had just completely forgotten that I had tied up the girl and then cut her up.
Yeah.
I didn't cut her up. I cut the rope up. Yeah, so I go over to my beautiful silk rope and see that it has been cut in. How many? It would only have been cut like twice, right? It had been cut from around the wrist and then cut from around the feet.
Right. So you got like a
But it depends on how many times.
Yeah,
you got
your
them.
rope's ruined, Mary. I'm sorry. It's he just cut the whole thing, so it's cut multiple times.
It's been shredded.
It's in-
All right.
yeah, it's pretty shredded.
Hey,
Well, daylight's burning, guys. We need to figure out what we're doing.
All right, friend. Since you have nothing there, I guess I could just go inside this portal. Henry, you just takes off and go straight to the portal. I'll return, friend.
Bye.
Yeah, not take off to
she
the
like
portal. I'm
how many? I guess think you guys had. How many? You have 3 bags of red. Is that how many you got out of there? I think.
No, I just took 2.
There's just 2.
Yeah.
You guys have given her 2
We're
now.
giving them, yeah, that's the second one.
I
Well,
bought
nobody's
some
picked
of
up
that
with it.
salve, by the way, the bug repellent.
Yeah, for the day. Put some bug repellent on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys want a bug repellent up for the day? You guys are out of water because you drank it all yesterday. Like your skins last for the day. Joy has an extra one. But that's just before the day is over with. You'll have to find some means of hydration.
Yeah.
Or you'll have to roll for exhaustion.
Fountain in town.
But anyway, yeah. So you guys want to go into the portal, and as you guys are going, like you can see that like Scarlet kind of takes this the thing out of Lavana's neck and kind of goes, plugs her back up.
Perry's going along, right?
Did you guys want Perry to go with you?
Perry can stay guard.
Okay,
This man
Perry.
needs to spread his wings and learn to be adventurous.
Perry, like, yeah, bro, I can keep an eye on him. And I'll stand like by the portal, and if anything happens, I'll like stick my head and be like, oh my god, she's killing us, and then you guys can like save us, like adventurers and
Actually,
stuff.
I think you want to be quiet this round.
So I'll be like, bro,
Yeah.
bro,
You might hear you might hear that.
she's stabbing me.
Yep.
He kind of like reaches into his pack and pulls out like some pomade and starts like fixing his hair.
Yeah, you look good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Thanks. All right. So you guys are going to the portal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Side quest.
All right. So the portal. You guys have been in here, but we'll go back through the little description of it again. This is a new episode. You guys step into the portal that's above the near the camp in a pretty wide open clearing that's been filled with these flowers. You guys were sent here to collect for a quest. You guys have already done that. This portal is opened above the well that you guys caved in that had the monster inside of it that almost killed Torium, and also led to Wiley's underground lab and manor. Portal opened up, large, almost kind of see-through, dark purple on top, lighter purple on bottom, tentacle like a squid or octopus reached out. It's been grabbing flowers, ripping them out of the ground and pulling them back into this portal. The portal's been open all night. It like every hour or so, it kind of reaches out and grabs some more. Almost all the flowers are gone at this point. But you guys, the portal's about 4 feet off the ground. So I guess you guys all kind of hop in. The edges of the portal, there's like a physical, like you can like grab the edge. Your fingers go through, but you can push yourself up and drag yourself in. Instead of like, you pass the portal and like your arm falls off or something like that. Nothing like that happens. You go in, and inside the portal, it's a about 40 feet in diameter cave with this squid in the middle of it. This a nest of all these flowers, these purple and black flowers, very similar to what its colors are. Dark purple on top, the beneath is the lighter purple. You can even kind of see through its large circular head that sits in the middle of this nest. And in the middle, it's like a big, almost puppet-like mouth with teeth around the edges and 2 little beady eyes that they're kind of too close together. And it just kind of moves its arms back and forth across all these flowers and moves some around. And it picks up, on the end of the tentacles, there's like 3 little odd, almost humanoid fingers that kind of pick up some flowers and drop it into its gaping mouth. And it goes, nom, 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 nom. And right outside the cave, there's a town, like right outside of it. It's like this cave is just right there on the edge. But outside, everything is black and gray. The sky is gray. The clouds are like kind of, they're a little whiter. They're like kind of like normal clouds, except the sky behind it is very dark gray, like almost like it's going to storm. The houses themselves are almost black in color. Some are lighter. The roofs are like a lighter gray. The distance, you can see a large hill where Wally's manor was, and at the top there's kind of this almost like skull shape. It doesn't look like a skull is actually carved into it, but it kind of almost gives like the silhouette of like this open mouth of a skull. There's no foliage or anything, no trees. It's just rocks. It's almost like a desolate wasteland you guys are in. But like I said, this town that's right outside the opening of the cave, there are people walking around. They seem to be minding their own business. You see a man with a wheelbarrow that's pushing looks like some just like colorless rocks, like bricks maybe with them. But the wheelbarrow makes no, the normal like it would make with the bricks in it, or like the squeak of the wheel. There's nothing. It's just like silence, complete lack of sound. And as you guys come back in, you're in the cave with this monstrosity. What do you guys want to do from here? Where do you guys want to go?
As Gavin has already seen this he's going to go to the edge of the, I guess, the opening of the cave.
Yeah.
And look outside to see what everybody's doing. Is everybody still normal? Like,
it just seems kind of like a normal day in like a town. No one's like stopping and like talking to each other, but you see a few people. They've kind of like, there's like three guys kind of standing over towards kind of what the town square was and the fountain was, and they're just kind of like making symbols with their hands and like their hand smiling and pointing at each other like they're communicating, but not spoken language. But everything looks normal, nothing's sticking out other than it's just completely quiet. And there's a couple of chickens like in a coop to the side. In the distance you can see, you think someone has some livestock. There doesn't really like there's any crops that are growing here, but it does seem like they have animals. But aside from that, nothing sticks out as odd to you, aside from the whole thing being weird.
There's still no sound from the livestock either, right?
No, you don't hear any moos in the distance, no clucks. It's just, there's not even like the howl of the wind. You can hear yourself breathing, and like you can hear your own heartbeat because it's so quiet. You can hear like your bodily functions almost. It's eerie. You can hear like your stomach kind of digesting the rations that you ate this morning. By the way, mark off your rations too. Don't forget all this stuff. I'm sure you guys ate.
We even had a chance to yet.
I'll eat them right now.
Yeah. Well, let's give you the opportunity, because if you don't, then that's going to go against your exhaustion roll at the end of the day. It's better to go ahead and do it now. Think about it. I'll do it for you this time to remind you.
So right there at the fountain, we see people. How many people around the fountain? Just a couple.
A couple of people walking around. Just.
All right.
There's probably only about like 40 people in this town.
Yeah. Just need to know somebody. Walk up to the first person that's at the fountain.
Yeah. So you exit the cave and walk down to the
I'll walk with him.
The fountain. Okay, and it's about like about a 50-foot walk. It's enough to like, get outside the cave and be able to look back and see what you guys came out of.
First NPC I walk up to. Whoever that may be.
Yeah. There's
three dudes out there.
There's three guys out there. One's like
Whoever.
One's like a much older man. He's like slouched down and is like shrunk with age kind of guy, and like a middle-aged man and kind of a younger guy with him, and they're all kind of talking. They kind of turn to look at you, and the look on their face is very like if you made like a really bad pun and someone's just like, that's kind of like the face they kind of turn to look at you with, all of them.
Very stoic.
Yeah. I just look at him and say, my name is Interview the Phoenix. Anything?
And they kind of like, their eyebrows kind of raise as you speak to them. They kind of blink. They kind of like touch their ears a little bit and look at each other like they just had this strange sensation. And the old man kind of like, you can see a tear welling up in his eye. And kind of like,
You're hungry?
and as you say that, he kind of like has this like look of joy as he hears your voice again, and he kind of like wipes a tear from his eye.
Does anyone have any parchment or anything we can write on? I tear a piece of paper from my journal
Mhm.
and hand him a piece of chalk.
Yeah, and you tear the piece, and it's like almost oddly loud as you rip it out, and they all kind of like startle a little bit, and you pull it out in the chalk,
Mhm.
and yeah, what do you do?
I explained to him, we're travelers. We don't know what's going on here. Can you tell us about this place? And then I offer him the chalk and piece of parchment.
And he like looks at you and looks at the parchment, and it still has all the color to it.
Mhm.
And he like reaches out and touches it. It kind of begins to go gray. And he lets it go. And he like reaches for the chalk, and while you still have the parchment, he kind of like rubs the chalk on there. And as he does, nothing appears in your parchment. And then he kind of like gives you like this.
I'll take it back. Is it discolored now?
Well, the chalk is already like this black color
Yeah.
anyway, but it doesn't look any like different as far as you can tell. And if you try to use it, it works fine for you. Well, actually, as you write with it,
Mhm.
and then momentarily it just kind of fades
Fades.
away. Yeah, like something's taken it. But the old man, he seems excited to see all you guys, and so he goes towards the statue and kind of points at it.
And I kind of show him my journal where I've drawn the statue before. And
Yeah,
like,
and you like open it up and like show it to him. And he kind of looks at you, and you like look at it, and you see the pages are blank.
ooh.
I turn to the man. So you can understand me.
How long has it been like this? Years? Decades? Centuries? As long as you can remember.
The statue. Good guy or bad guy? Is he the one that done this? Where is he?
And he points up to the from the cave you guys left. We talked about this last time. The cave opening kind of comes up to like this peak, and above it there's another hole in it, and kind of this almost like the Sim of Pride Rock, where you can like walk out and kind of look above the town, and you can't see into it from the angle, but you can see that there is like a light, like everything's gray and black except for fire light sources. They still give off their normal color, and you can see the inside of the cave is illuminated.
So he's in prison, all of y'all. More or less.
He kind of shoves his hands in his pocket.
Taking it.
He's taking the sound. He's taking the sound from this world and took it out for himself. He eats it. Friend. If he's eliminated, will everything return back to normal? You don't know.
Sir, what does that plaque say? And I motion down to the... You don't know? Does anyone? Who?
He kind of like looks, kind of like he looks a little nervous as you ask him. He's just kind of like biting his lip. And he's like, you can like see his eyes darting around, like he's like really considering, but it's like almost like he's very hesitant to like try to answer this question that you've asked him. Do you pursue? Do you try to talk him into it, or?
Did he look in a certain direction?
He kind of just not really, just kind of looked around, but it's more of like he knows where it is, but he's just not sure what to do. He looks kind of worried.
We can help you. You just have to help us help you.
And his eyes kind of get kind of big, and you hear a noise, and it like sticks out, like it's not loud, but there's just so much lack of sound that it is loud to you. Over kind of like the grumble of your breaths and your heartbeat, and it sounds just kind of like small bells that kind of ching, like a couple of them just kind of rattle, like little sleigh bells, maybe just like a ching.
How does he and everyone else react?
Well, people start moving, like leaving the area, and you can see the people go in their houses and some closing the windows. And the old man kind of looks up towards the top of the peak, and the two guys that were with him that had been listening in, they run off. And if you look up, you can see kind of coming up to the edge is this. It's not the guy on the fountain. It's kind of this hunched over being, kind of like this long face on the front. It looks almost like a mask with like a overly large nose and kind of this saggy face. It doesn't move like it's flesh. It looks like a painted black porcelain mask, but the eyes seem to have a flame in each. And over the rest of its body is just kind of draped over a white sheath that's in tatters. And you can see kind of like this black fur underneath where the holes are. And these kind of overly long arms kind of gangly out are holding onto a staff, and the staff leans forward. It's skinny up, and then it kind of goes up to like almost like a stump. And around this hangs a lantern that is lit, and bells are hanging towards where it's connected, and it's making the noise as it's moving, and it begins to kind of, it's moving, but it's not stepping. It just seems to kind of just like float across, and it begins to go towards the edge where you can see there's a path that comes down into town, and the old man kind of pulls against your shirt, motioning.
I follow wherever he's going.
Yeah, and he pulls you along. The rest of you guys go with him, or
Yeah.
what do you guys
Does
want
any
to
of
do?
this symbolism stand out to me?
You can make a check of some kind to see if you can get anything, but
History?
you can try for
Maybe
history, or you can whichever one you want to try. Something could probably fit into each of this, but
Okay.
it's going to be a stretch if you know anything.
I'll try religion.
Yeah, let's go with religion.
Nope, 7.
7. Well, with a 7, you don't know what this is, but you definitely know this is not what they've been pointing at, and possibly it's like, if this being is a god of some kind that's cursed it, possibly it's Harold or some underling that works for him, maybe. But as far as it being something of significance, probably not. Well, as far as like answers go, I guess, or being able to identify it. But you don't know exactly what it is.
All right, start moving with the old man.
Yeah, and he will lead you guys to a house towards the back of town, and he'll open the door. And I was going to say, but it doesn't. It just opens silently, and inside is the little girl that you guys had met earlier.
Yeah.
She would probably have blonde hair if she had any color to her, but it's just kind of like this lighter gray hair, and like big swoops that kind of go out anime style. And she looks happy to see you guys. And he
I'll
like,
wave to her because I talked to her
yeah,
yesterday.
yeah, and she like gives you a wave back and a big smile. And the old man hurries you guys in,
Yeah, go
and
ahead.
shuts the door and latches it behind you, and goes over to the fire and begins to try to put it out. And he eventually gets it out, and you can hear in the distance this ring. And the windows have like these shutters on them, and he kind of begins to shut all the windows.
Is there any way to look through these shutters? Or are they just kind of solid?
They're not solid, but they're like the kind of tiers or whatever, to where you can kind of like get an angle, but you're not able to like look directly out of them.
Okay.
You can kind of crack one open to peek if you want to look out.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. And you're looking out, and you can see this white figure kind of just moving through town, and it kind of holds up its lantern to like doors and windows, and it seems to be looking for something.
I just shut the blind.
Mm-hmm. And the old man kind of goes, and none of you are making any sound, but he's just like looks like he's trying to get you guys to be more quiet than you are.
All right.
Yeah, hold my breath.
I don't breathe, so I'm just like,
Yeah.
And you guys try to hold your breath.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll hold it
All right, if you guys all take a big breath, you can hold your breath for it's your Constitution modifier +1 for how many minutes you can hold your breath. And He kind of just sits there. You can see, even though the blinds are shut, and you guys are like, other than you have dark vision, you guys are pretty much in complete darkness except for like just a little bit of light that's coming through the shutters. But it gets a little brighter, and you can see this lantern kind of slowly creep by, and this bell rings out. And you can see the light coming from under the front door, and it kind of stops. And there's no noise, but you can see the door kind of jar and move, like it's attempted to be open. And the old man's kind of looking, and he's still breathing. He's not holding his breath or anything, but he's kind of like looking at you guys, and he starts looking around the room. And he like points towards a closet. And he kind of points under the bed and is like looking at you guys.
Yeah, make my way over there, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I instruct Navi to jump under the bed.
Mhm.
Well, slide under the bed.
Yeah.
I'm going to. Is there curtain?
Is there what?
Curtains?
Curtains?
Yeah.
No, there's no real curtains or anything. There's sheets on the bed. A couple of blankets are piled up to the side. No curtains on the windows. Just all those shutters.
Okay.
Should we all roll a sneak for how good we are at being quiet?
We'll get to that. And just, if you guys are trying to hide, then we'll we'll roll your sneak. I just need to know what everybody's doing.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna hide.
I'd take a blanket and start trying to hide.
Yeah. Yeah. What are you hiding? You like hiding in the bed? You like getting in the bed and pulling the sheets up?
I'm gonna take a blanket and move it to the corner and just throw it over myself.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
What in the room? What's the hiding spots in the room?
Well, it's just imagine like kind of your basic, like little when you think of an adventure like the house, there's a chimney there. It's been put out. There's the bed's kind of like in this room to the side. There's kind of a cooking kitchen area, but it's in the same room that the living room is in. Mm-hmm. There's only just that one bedroom really. I know there's two bedrooms. There's a closet that's in this main room, and then just like a couple of wooden chairs. So nothing like like great hiding spots really.
Is there like a chest or something?
Yeah, there can be. Yeah, there's a chest. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna duck to the other side of it and hide.
Yeah, you kind of like get down behind the chest.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to get in the closet.
Yeah, you get in the closet. There, more people can fit in the closet than just you. It's big enough.
I'll slide in too.
Okay. And
you said there was a bed in the room?
yeah, there's a bed
I'll
off to
go
the
under the bed.
you slap under the bed. Okay, and you're just sitting there with a sheet over you.
Yeah, Tippy's gonna go under the bed too if there's space.
Yeah. It's like if there's something somewhere else. Like I'm kind of leaving it like if you want to create this thing that exists in this house, then we're open to it if it's not anything too crazy. Like a chest would be in this house, so yeah. Okay.
And I'm also gonna prepare an Eldritch Blast for in case the monster comes into the room.
Okay. So everybody roll your sneak.
Sneaker.
Roll your sneaky sneaks. Where did my stuff go?
Oh man.
Where I just had there it is. Okay.
Oh yeah.
What'd you get?
I rolled a nat 20. It's 22 total.
22. It's not permanent, is it? Okay, good. Tippy, what'd you get?
I rolled a nat 5, and that's a 5 total.
What'd you get?
17.
Okay, what'd you get?
17.
17.
Fun numbers.
Of course you did.
Should have been 18.
What'd you get?
7.
7. Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Torian 7. And Joy, what'd you get?
15.
15.
We're just like try to squish under the bed together.
Okay, so you're in the closet, right?
Yeah.
Who else is in the closet with you?
I am.
You are? Okay. Tippy is under the bed. Who's under the bed with Tippy? It's you and Tyrion,
Yeah,
right?
we're both out of the bed being loud.
Okay. And then Galvin, you are behind a chest, and Inryu, you're under
A blanket in
a
the corner.
blanket in the corner. Okay. All right. Well, those of you that can still see from where you are, and maybe you guys are in the closet, you can like kind of peek out a little bit, and those of you in the bed can see. You're behind a chest. You can see. Inryu, you can't see because you're covered up.
Yeah.
But the latch that this old man has put down, you can just see it kind of like the jarring of the door stops and the latch just kind of raises up almost magically, and the door pushes open, and you can see a couple of black leaves kind of roll in silently, and the light of this cane kind of peers in, and this creature slides into the door. And the old man, he's not hiding anything, and the little girl, he's kind of holding her, and they're kind of holding their head down and not looking at it. And the long face and these flame-like eyes kind of begin to look around the room. It kind of goes towards the closet. And did you want to shoot at it when it came in?
No, I don't.
No, you don't want to shoot at it.
Don't.
Unless it tries to hurt one of the people.
Okay, so it kind of from the closet you can kind of see the light from the lantern, almost kind of like this ball kind of move, and it gets real close. And as it's close to you, you can hear the bell jingle, but you can also kind of hear it. Almost sounds kind of like. And it seems to be coming from this creature as it's really close to the door, and then it kind of moves past. It goes towards the corner where the sheet is, and it goes right past where you are, this chest, but you're able to duck behind it. It just kind of looks over it and goes right past you. And Inryu, you're sitting there, still, possibly in a meditative position, or
real solid, real.
You can the cover that you have is almost thin. You can kind of see through it, and you can see this lantern and this creature's face kind of moving directly at you.
Yeah.
And it gets real close. You can almost feel the heat from the lantern near you. And you kind of hear this. You ready over there?
The hand slowly turn into a fish. I'm just sitting there though.
But you're holding the blankie still, so you like.
Yep. And it moves away from you. It moves. It starts to head towards. You under the bed. You can see like there's no feet that are moving the sheets. It's just kind of like the sheet that's over it doesn't even like fold under. Like when it moves, it just kind of goes with it.
Yeah.
And you can just.
Did I happen to get a short wet rest in there somehow?
We slept last night.
I mean, after the fight.
Oh.
Nobody.
No, we
I don't think so.
We didn't.
Nobody elected for one.
Yeah, we went straight in.
Yeah. Sorry. If you guys wanted to take one, we could have, but I don't think we did. But anyway, it begins to move towards the bed. And it's right beside the bed. And it gets close enough to where you can hear this. And you can see one of its gangly hands kind of reach down under the corner of the bed.
Question: is the door still open?
It is.
Okay.
And you can tell from the sheet that it's beginning to kneel down by the bed.
I take the piece of chalk and throw it out the door.
Yeah, and you throw it out the door.
Mm-hmm.
And
I use minor illusion, which is a cantrip,
Mhm.
and make a Raven's call 30 feet out.
do you have to speak when you cast this cantrip?
I don't think so.
Is it verbal?
Let me check. I don't think
I'm
so.
gonna make sure it's not verbal. And then we'll okay. But
Might be just semantic.
okay. We'll see what that is, and then at the same time you throw.
Yeah, throw that piece of chalk and throw it
Yep.
out the door.
Okay, and as it's slow motion flying through the air, we're seeing what this illusion. What's going to happen with it, real quick. Minor illusion, right?
Yep.
I tell y'all one thing, y'all better save him.
We'll be fine. I'm gonna blast him in the face.
I don't want to have to put them hands to him.
Nope. Semantic and material.
Cool. And you don't need the material since you're warlock. So yeah, what is the illusion that you cast?
It's just a noise
The noise is it coming from? Where's it come? Where do you want it to come from?
outside the door.
Outside the door. Okay. What noise do you want it to be?
Raven's call.
Okay, cool. And so yeah, you throw it out, and there's this raven claw. It almost makes the rest of you kind of jump a little bit because it's just sudden, like a jump scare. Just and then the sound of chalk hitting the ground, and this creature lets out this almost kind of like a shriek, just kind of this as it insanely fast, just right out the door. And it goes out so fast that the wind pulls the door shut behind it, making no noise. And you're left in silence.
I'm gonna breathe.
Yeah, you go.
So what do we do?
Yeah, what do you guys do? You guys kind of
Waiting
left
for that old
alone,
man to do something.
and he's just kind of still sitting there, like looking around, like.
Fine. I'll take the blankets off myself. Walk over to the old man.
Yeah, you take it off and you step over. And another thing is when you're walking, your footsteps, you can still hear those. Like the sounds that you guys make still happen, even if they interact with the world. So yeah, you just kind of over. It's like almost like a loud tick of a clock with every step you take. But you hear bells jingling off in the distance, as it doesn't seem to be pursuing you right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, you walk over to the old man.
Yeah, step over to.
Yeah. Ask me. Is that the one that steals all the sound? I whisper it. Is that the one that steals all the sound?
He kind of like holds his hands out and he goes like.
That give him like so he. Then I turn to him. He probably doesn't have whatever weapon, anything. Make like a sword. Make it like a slap.
He kind of points over to the chimney and there's like a fire poker there.
Improvise with it. Then I like a bow, like anywhere in the area.
We saw a blacksmith, didn't we?
Where? So he killed an archer?
Hunters.
Where are the? Okay, fine. Where are they at? Or which direction?
Then he like kind of looks around and.
Next door. Perfect. Cool. I'm real reason. All right. I need to take a short. I need to heal. Take a short rest. Or something.
Yeah, so do I.
How long's a short rest? 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Or an hour.
It's supposed to be an hour, but we've shortened it up a bit. But I don't know with the warlocks, we may have to make it longer again. You guys can take an hour though if you want to take a short rest.
Yeah, I'd like to take an hour because I want to summon my dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure that guy's gone before we do anything. So we're gonna take a little bit of time anyway.
Okay, yeah, you guys want to keep an eye. And right now, it seems that he's gone. You guys, you hear the bell ring one more time in the distance as you guys have come out, and then nothing.
All right, sit in a meditating position and start rolling some hit dice.
Yeah, roll some hit dice up, and actually we'll take a short break right there while we guys the party's gonna take a short rest. I need to use the bathroom. We'll come back and see what else happens in this place. Be right back, guys.
Word.
Yeah.
4, we got 13.
Hey! What's up? Welcome back. Before the break, you guys went into the portal and went into the silent world. You've started talking to some of the locals, best you can, and some cloaked creature has been creeping around looking for you guys. It makes the sound of like a bell when it's on the move. So, but it's left. You guys, what? I was trying to think. What was it called? The hunter move in World of Warcraft. Misdirected it. Yeah. It was a misdirection, and it left. It seems to be gone for now. But you guys, in hushed tones, been talking to this old man, and he's told you that there may be some hunting weapons next door.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. So you ask him about the hunting weapons next door, and what do you want to do?
Start heading that way.
Yeah.
I look at him.
Before we head out, I'm just gonna, while we're taking a short rest, I'm going to just kneel down and kind of just have a silent prayer to the Raven Queen.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm actually going to apologize for not being able to kill either one of those vampires.
Okay. Cool. Do you use your
the
headset?
Yep. My Zex Marquis helmet.
Zex Marquis helmet. Yeah. You put it on. When you do,
there was something weird going on.
it feels heavy when you put it on. Kind of like weighs you down, and your sight kind of changes a little bit. Like it's almost like you can see more than what's there. But it also feels very draining to have this on and heavy. Like you're able to, you get your prayer, and as you're finished, you start to feel this way. Do you leave it on or you take it off?
Take it off.
Yeah, and it's kind of hard to take off, but you're able to. It's almost like it's heavy, and you're able to kind of get it off, and it goes back to like normal weight. And like it's not like holding on to it. You're just like okay, and then you have it, and it almost seems to kind of have like this faint, just like you can only see it for a moment as you take it off, like this faint, like kind of like black, like heavy black smoke seems to kind of fall from it, and then as you get it off, it's gone, and you kind of get just like this bittersweet feeling.
Okay. Just make a note to get that identified, or maybe get an mage to look at that later.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
And you guys have got a short rest in. I think the warlocks got their spell slots back. You guys got
I
some.
would like a whole hour if we.
A short rest is an hour.
Okay, because I'm going to be summoning Zeke in that time.
Okay. So, are you gonna like quietly chant?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure you're not out there like you like doing all that.
Rain dance for it.
We'll not worry about the all that. So yeah, you're able to summon Zeke.
Yay!
What do you guys want to do from here? You guys have kind of sat down, and the old man's kind of like he seems to be kind of keeping an eye out.
Yeah,
like looking around.
Try to give him back the old sign language. I do the whole bow and arrow thing, and then I would like make a house, move it over like next door. Over. All right. Walk out the house and go towards the.
He like kind of like grabs you by like you're no clothes, but he kind of grabs you by like your wrist as you're trying to head out, and he's just like looking at you.
Oh, I turn to him. I see that guy is bad news for you. I'm going next door to get a weapon or some sort. So if I shoot an arrow at him, it's going to pass through him. So basically, nothing physical can hit him. Nothing won't hit him. Oh. How do you hit something that you can't?
He like motions for you to like follow him.
Sure.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
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 And he kind of like looks out the front door and kind of looks around and kind of motions for the little girl to stay. And he takes you guys out. And people are kind of like, people are all kind of being wary right now and kind of looking around, but they seem to be going back to their day. And he starts to lead you guys through town. Does everybody go with him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he leads you back past the the fountain in the middle and kind of like points at him, and then kind of points to a house. And he kind of like moves his hand. He's like,
A gift?
You want to give us something?
Knowledge. Okay.
and he leads you past the fountain into a it's kind of like another just house on the other side of town, a little bigger. Even has like a large, like what would be a stone gate. It's got like the it's like stone that goes up and then goes around the bottom. It's kind of just like those real skinny pikes stuck on it with a real thin metal, all black with the lighter gray stone. A couple of what used to be flowers, but they're more just kind of weeds now. And he leads you up to this large house's front door, and he opens it and walks in. You can see through one of the windows there seems to be a candle that's lit, and it opens into this kind of musty old, spooky looking house. Really, so like kind of this what would be like a little fancy flowery red carpet on the ground, just kind of gray and lifeless. Doesn't inspire much. Do you guys follow him?
Yeah.
I do, but I'm going to leave Navi at the door to look out.
Okay. Cool. So you walk in, and I guess it's like I said, it's like a large. It's maybe like someone of importance lived here in the town, but he leads you into what will kind of be the living area. You can see a fireplace that hasn't been used in a while, but nearby one of the windows there's a lit candle, and it looks kind of like an older woman sitting in a wheelchair with a blanket over her lap, and she's just kind of looking out the window with almost like this dead kind of feel about her. But you can see that she's breathing. She's just kind of, and she doesn't look towards you guys when you walk in. But then there's kind of a creak underneath one of your feet, kind of, and she kind of perks up a little bit and like looks towards you guys, and her eyes look grayed, almost as if she's blonde, but she definitely looks in your direction. And she kind of begins to sit up, and, like hold a hand up to her ear.
I extend my hand out. It's like, we don't mean any harm. We're here to help you.
She like looks like this shocked look on her face as she hears you, and like you can see like kind of a tear well up in her eyes. And she kind of like begins to wipe it, and she kind of goes, and the old man kind of like you can see that she's beginning to kind of like move her hands, and he kind of goes up to her and he begins to kind of like work his hands, almost like a sign language, like something they actually understand, but you don't understand what they're doing. And he kind of she seems to be able to see enough that she responds back to him, but maybe not quite well enough to where she can see you guys. She gets like real close to his hands, like she's really trying to see. And they converse back and forth, and he turns back towards you guys, and he points out towards the window. And if you follow his finger, you can see he's pointing at the statue. And he kind of like looks kind of like frail.
Someone killed him? Strong man.
He got weaker.
He's weak now.
When he eats a soul, he gets stronger. But when he takes sound, he gets stronger. But if he doesn't get sound after a while, he gets weaker.
After he gets full, he gets weak.
When he goes to sleep, we suck his charades. Weak.
Mm-hmm. Weak emotion makes him weak.
You.
Positivity.
I'm happy. I'm youthful.
And he like comes up to you and like kind of like shakes your hand.
Greeting. I greet you. You greet me.
I'm person. Who are you? That's me.
My name is Galvin, and you are. I'm Galvin, and you are.
He's a man.
What's your name?
It points back out towards the fountain
The
again.
statue is you? Boy. So what'd you say?
You just said your name is Weak.
Weak man?
Names make him weak.
Knowing his name would make him weak. It's Rumpelstiltskin!
Yeah, I was gonna say Rumpelstiltskin.
He's like giving you a big thumbs up, like.
I got so many chats saying he's a Walmart greeter. I started laughing so hard at that, man. I was like, Walmart greeter, I was about lost.
Are you telling me that what's on that plaque is his name?
But we
Who
can't.
knows it?
He points toward the old lady.
Oh.
What's your A time? All right.
And she can't tell us and she can't write it down.
Yeah. So, but she can act it out.
She could tell you, and then you could act it out.
He like kind of turns back towards her, and they start kind of doing the sound effects, or not the sound effects, their sign language that they're using, and after a bit, he kind of turns back to, they're talking. Galvin, you kind of hear a bell in the distance.
What has Navi seen?
Navi seen, if you like look through, are you able to look through her eyes? Or
I get a feeling, whatever she feels.
she feels a little scared, not like frightened, like immediate danger, but like maybe there's something not quite good.
Mm-hmm. Wonder if she's smart enough to close the door. Wait a second, I'll see.
What's her intelligence?
That's her intelligence right quick. Her intelligence is 3. Okay.
Probably not. But yeah, she definitely can. There's something you hear the bell, and then you definitely get the feeling from her that like there's not immediate danger, but there's definitely something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's also windows on this side, like towards the front, if you go and look out.
Okay. Basically, if she sees whatever we saw earlier, she's gonna come into the room.
Okay, well she walks into the room.
Ooh, okay.
Yes.
I go and I'll close the door myself.
Yeah, you go up to the door to close it. Do you like peek out?
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, kind of just in the middle of the street, this creature is just kind of standing there, looking towards the door. And kind of in the distance between two more houses, you see another one just kind of go across.
You said another one? Word.
And you say you shut the door.
I almost shut it. I close it to like where it almost latches.
Okay, cool. All right. And you come back into the room.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, so they've been kind of talking to each other. And he kind of nods his head and he turns and like looks towards you guys and says,
King.
Lower, guys. Lower. Much.
Prince?
Prince.
oh, and then he's like,
Lord. Lord. Rain.
Yes.
Wet.
Water.
Lord moist.
Lord of the sweat.
kind of like points at his tongue. Like,
Lord harsh.
Dehydrated.
and he reaches down and kind of like picks up some dust off the ground, like pours it in his hand, like.
Drought. Smaller drought. No rain.
Dry.
Dry? Horse.
Lord.
Gal. Horse.
Lord Dry Horse.
Then he kind of like picks up a cloth and like kind of waves it at you.
Lord Dry Cloth. Lord Dry Clop.
Clothes.
Tissue.
Napkin?
Dry horse napkin. Dry horse handkerchief.
Lord Dry Towel. Lord Dry.
Nobody looks like
Lord Dry Skin.
Lord
Dry horse.
Gives.
Dry Horse Skin.
he keeps holding out this like cloth and just kind of shaking it at you.
Lord Drywing?
Lord Horse.
You kind of hear you hear a jingle outside of a bell a little closer.
Dry horse. Lord. Dry horse.
And he just holds out this cloth again.
Lord Dry Horse Towel? Cloth. God, I don't know.
Tippy's not talking because she had the bell.
He's just like looking at this cloth.
Lord Dry horse rag.
And as soon as you say that, you look in the window, and this thing is looking directly at you, and you can hear this, and like the window starts to fog up, and then you see it move really quickly towards the door. What do you guys do?
It's on my shield.
Yo, Lord Dry horse rag.
Do you yell out Lord Dry Horse Rag?
At this point, I'm panicking, yeah.
Yeah. So Torian yells out Lord Dry Horse Rag, and before he takes a breath afterwards, 4 pair of hands just kind of wrap around him.
God.
And these creatures are behind him. They just kind of drag him off into the darkness, and you kind of hear him go, "Whoa!" And then complete silence as he disappears into the blackness.
R.I.P.
And Torian, you lose consciousness.
So,
And then you hear a bell ring in the distance again. What do you guys do?
I turn to the old man, the lady.
They look like they're like, the old man's like scared, and the old lady's just kind of like going back to looking out the window, like.
I think she's like,
Some like
And she kind of
weapons, anything?
she begins to kind of point, and she's pointing. If you look at her finger, in the direction of the peak and the top part of it.
I guess she's telling Torian's there, our friend.
And the old man kind of shakes his head. And kind of he starts like pointing at all of you.
Say his name and then we get taken now.
We gotta
No,
go.
we go there to rescue him.
go there and say,
Then say his
Get your
name.
voice back.
Yeah, and then Hallender got it. Go there and then say his name. And he's like agrees with that.
Alright.
Okay, Tippy's gonna go towards the door. She's gonna sneak.
Yeah, you're gonna sneak. Actually, I'm sure all you guys want to sneak at this point. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
roll your stealths for me.
Stealth. I'll do one for Zeke too. Oh Lord.
I hate this game.
you might as well just get them a marching band.
All right. Let's start. Hallender, what'd you get?
10.
10.
Oh man.
Okay, Tippy, what'd you get?
Zeke got 10. I got 7.
Oh, I have to roll one for.
Hey, I don't think you guys have to worry about your
Okay.
your pets.
Well,
I mean,
she did better than me.
what'd you get?
I got a 17.
Okay, Henry, what'd you get?
I rolled a nat 1. Plus
What's your-
6 is 7.
7. Okay. Torian is gone. Joy, what'd you get?
8.
Boy.
We're not
All right.
even close to the last.
So yeah, you guys you sneak up to the door, and what do you do? Do you peek out?
Yeah.
You peek out the door, and you slowly open the door and you look out, and a hand grabs you by the face and drags you out the door, and you hear a yell and it's completely silent, and Tippy is gone. Tippy, you lose consciousness. And it's like almost all of you can kind of hear this, like from all around you.
Can I sneak to the window
Yeah.
and look out?
Mhm.
What do I see?
You see that same one still standing in front of the door, like just kind of out in the street, just kind of looking. And it kind of shakes, it kind of hits the staff and shakes a little bit, and it makes the jingle sound.
Does he see my body being dragged off?
You're gone.
Or it's just gone?
It's just gone.
Okay.
Turn to the old man and the lady.
And they're just like,
R.I.P. Goodbye.
Damn women. Oh, this shit.
Are there any other chairs in that house?
there are.
Like any of them next to the old lady?
Yeah. There's like a small table nearby with a couple of chairs around it.
All right, I'm gonna sit in one of those chairs,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna look the same way she is.
Just. And you pull up the chair and you sit down in it, and it kind of goes against the floor, and you slump down in it, and a hand kind of reaches over your shoulder, and you all see this one kind of standing behind him. And then before Joy even like reacts, like this kind of pulls the chair back, and you're gone.
I look at my other two friends.
Freaked.
They point.
It's almost like this house is just, they know you're here. I don't know.
And then I turn to him. And then I guess I give the candle. Like, bust out the door and take off running.
Okay, yeah.
Fine, y'all know. Yeah, I turn to the door.
Mhm.
Bust up, run towards the door, kick it, and start running towards the top of the.
Okay,
whatever-
yeah, you run up
whatever
and
that's
you kick the door, and there's just like a boom, and you run out to the front porch, and suddenly you just get picked up, like straight up, and you're gone.
at. Alright.
There's no outrunning that.
Yeah.
At least
There's
we're
a
in the
hint
same
that
place.
if you
Make a noise.
if you make a noise and you had a really bad sneak, then you're
Yeah.
probably in bad shape. But Hallinir and Galvin, you guys are still around. What do you guys want to do from here?
The one that's still at the door, what is it doing?
It just seems to be watching.
Like anything
Like
particular?
you can't tell, like it's kind of like a mask, and you can see like the flames in its eyes, and it just continued to faces the front door that Interview kicked open and ran out in.
I will look over to the old man and lady,
Mhm.
and it's like,
And like, he kind of points to the window. He points towards the door. Yeah, it points towards the back of the house. And kind of looks at the old lady, and she's just kind of like still looking out the window. And he's like, and he like,
I sneak over to it.
and as you sneak over to him, he kind of like just like grabs you around like the edge of your shirt and begins to like pull you along with him.
I look over at Hallinir. I motion to him. Okay.
You follow him?
No.
All right, you stay where you are.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, the old man begins to lead you towards like the back of the house. They soon leave your sight. What do you want to do from where you are?
As soon as they leave my sight, I'm going to use minor illusion again and do the Raven's Call back behind the one at the door.
Okay, yeah, and you make the Raven's Call behind him, and when you do, it's almost like just almost instant. You just see like think of a scary movie when something moves quickly. 4 other ones just kind of rush to him, and they seem like they're looking for something. They start kind of feeling around this area, and the one that's standing there continues to keep looking at the house.
And I start moving back to where they went.
Okay. Yeah, and so the old
I
man.
assume it's going to be a back door.
Yeah, the old man leads you to a back door, and he kind of looks at you and gives you kind of a smirk and says, he kind of grabs the door and starts like slamming it, but it makes no noise. And then he like kind of flings it open, and like proudly like presents you with the outside.
I look both left and right, see if I can see anything.
You can hear the bells jingle, but they seem to still be on the other side of the house.
All right, I'm sneaking out the door.
Okay, yeah,
me too.
yeah. You guys sneak out. Where do you guys go after you sneak out? You guys are kind of on the
we got?
let's say the cave's down here at the bottom. Let's say this town's like kind of circular. You guys are currently up here, and you got to go kind of down here to it. The way up is on this side that goes up.
Well, my plan is to go hide somewhere and wait this out until they go away.
Okay. So where do you want to hide out at?
I'm gonna go to. Let's see. We're up here. Is there any? Are we at the edge of town? Is that kind of?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you're pretty
That's
much.
kind of what I figured too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start making my way along the edge of town.
Me too.
Along the edge of town, south to where we can get up to the manor. Is that what I understood right?
So the south will be where the cave is, and then up top is
Up
where.
top is where the manor is. That.
Oh well,
where-
well, they pointed to the cave where he said that this guy is.
Okay.
But the manor or the larger building that you guys are in is, would say, the north
Okay.
East.
east side of town for you guys.
Yeah. All right. So where these guys went is at the cave.
No, the guys
Lovely.
came from the cave, but right now they're in front of the manor,
Okay.
going after your call that you did.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of gesture saying, "Let's go south along the edge."
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And you guys are able to go across. The old man continues to kind of stay with you, and like if say there's like you guys come to like the backyard of like another house, and there's a gate, and he like opens the gate for you, and it silently opens, and he kind of points like if you guys want to go this way. Okay, yeah, and you guys kind of go through it, and then
Thank you.
and like you guys are sneaking along. All right. Let's do one more sneak roll to see how good you guys stay sneaking. Just
See you
to
later.
just to see.
No. 13.
13. Okay.
4.
4. 4. So you guys kind of go through this back, and like there's another gate that the old man opens up for you. You're going over. You step on a twig and it snaps. It's loud, and you hear bells. And they're getting closer to where you guys are. You don't get instantly grabbed or anything, but they seem to have a direction of where you guys are.
Okay. When I hear the snap, I'm going to run away from them
Okay.
and toward the creatures.
You run towards them?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And you run towards them. And as you do, of course, you hear a yell in the distance as they grab up Halinir. And it goes silent. And Halinir, you lose consciousness. And Galvin, you are left alone. You and the old man. The old man's just like...
I give him
He like points up to the cave.
a.
And he kind of like gives you a pat on the back.
I'm saying which is the fastest way to there.
Is that you trying to? I mean,
Yes.
there's only from where you are, especially with like the survival and all that stuff. You can see there's one path up here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like one
There's no
trotted
like,
path.
secret entrance or anything like that.
I'll just give it to you. There's not.
Okay.
Not that this old man knows about.
Okay.
And I even doubt that these people like go anywhere near it really.
Okay. How close am I to that cave at this point?
Let's say you're probably
Or the trail to the cave, I guess.
you've probably come like it's down here. You started here. You're probably about right around here right now. You're fairly close to it. Like you can get there with maybe like another good sneaky check and you'll be there.
All right, I'm going to continue making my way toward the, trail.
Okay, yeah, you continue going that way, and you can like as you go, you can see lanterns and the bells as they kind of like seem to be searching through the town for you. Is there anything you want to do to misdirect them or anything like that, or you just want to continue moving?
How close are they to me?
The town like they're not really that close, but they're like the closest one's probably 50 feet away. But it's
Okay.
close enough to where you've seen these things move. They can get to you quickly if they want to.
Right, okay. How about... Okay, I'm gonna pick up a small rock.
Hmm?
And I'm gonna look for some metal,
Okay, yeah. You look for some metal.
like farther away, much further away.
Yeah, you can see there's like a couple of the roofs of these houses seem to be like kind of like thin tin. There's windows. You can see a couple of farming tools off in the distance. You know, most of these houses have like some kind of tool, like some shovels outside or something that are left.
Tin roof will work.
Yeah. You can find probably maybe like 80 feet away is one, and there's maybe one further away. But if you want to throw it like really far, you're going to make like a strength check or athletics to throw it.
No, I think that'll work. I'm gonna get to is still hiding behind stuff as close to the edge as I can to the trail.
Yeah.
And I'm going to chunk the rock at the tin roof 50 feet away.
Okay, give me just a dexterity check since you're like aiming at something to see how close you get to it or if you hit it.
12.
12? Okay, yeah, you throw it, and in the distance you hear like a coop, like a thunk, and then you hear several bells like shake quickly, and then almost like kind of this sound.
I'm gonna dash up the trail.
Okay, and you run up the trail? Okay, cool. Yeah, you get up there, you begin to run up the trail. Give me a athletics. So running.
Good. I forgot what my athletics was. 20.
20. Okay, yeah. You sprint up there. No, like you, with that roll, you don't have to roll anything else on your way up there. You go all the way to the top, and you are at the corner of the cave. You can see the kind of the light pouring out into this. I can't think of the word. Like just this cliff area that's in front. You can see the light pour out. You can see a couple of shadows coming from in the fire on the inside.
How dark is it along like the edges of this?
It's just kind of this, like I said, this gray world. It's like a really cloudy day. Like it's not complete like shadowy darkness, but it's just like gray, lighter than dim light, but not like daylight either.
Can I see inside yet?
Yeah, you're right at the edge. You can peek in if you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna peek in.
All right. Yeah, and you look in and you can see inside. There's this fire, kind of like almost a bonfire, right in the middle, and it's burning up. Just kind of a circle room, and there seems to be steps on the back that lead up to a throne where a figure sits that looks just like the guy down at the fountain. And he's kind of got one of his legs thrown over like the edge of the throne, and he looks kind of pleased with himself. And you can see the rest of your party is chained and tied, and they're hanging from the ceiling by their hands. And they all look gray, like the rest of the people in the town do. And the guy's just kind of sitting there just rubbing his belly.
As if he's just like fed or something.
He looks like he's plumping full.
How big is this place?
It's not that big. It's probably 30 feet to where he is from like when you walk into the cave. And the outside will say, we'll just say it's like a perfect circle. It's just like 30 feet.
Which direction is he facing? Is he facing toward the entrance?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything I can hide behind without him seeing me?
Not
as
really.
Far as like a,
from his point of view, there's kind of
or something going on there.
It's pretty open, really. The fire is kind of large and right in the center, and he doesn't seem to be looking in that direction right now. So if you want to try to sneak and like use the fire itself to get a little closer to where you can like maybe go left or right, you can.
What are they on the left or right?
They are just kind of around him, like them two are to his left, and those three are to his right.
Are they like wrapped up in something, or are they?
They are chained by their wrists and just hanging in the air. Like you can see like a little bit of blood trickling down from like the way of their body pulling, especially the bigger ones.
Let's see. Let's. Okay. What can you give me?
And while you're racking your brain trying to figure out what you can do, you kind of hear like a little bit of a bell noise, and you look and you see one of these creatures is beginning to come back towards the path.
Okay. I'm gonna try my. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take another pebble and try to aim for the back right corner of the cave.
Yeah.
I'm going to chunk it to the back right corner.
Mhm.
What does he do?
Okay, yeah. So you take it and you chunk it to the back right corner. You're not really aiming anything. You're just throwing it back there.
Yeah, throwing it back there.
He as it's flying through there, you can see that he looks towards it. And as it's flying, he kind of puts his hand out and it stops in the air. And it slowly starts to he starts to pull it towards him slowly, almost like he maged hand grabbed it. Yeah, kind of pulls it and kind of grabs it. And what do you do while he's doing that? Or do you just watch?
Shit. I don't know if there's anything else I can do, but yell out his name.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in there and just yell out his name.
What's his name?
His name is Lord. Just write it down. His name is Lord Horserag. I don't His name is.
Oh my god! What did we get? Lord.
You want this now or later?
Oh god, what was his name?
Good job, Matthew. Everybody chat like y'all did in season 3.
You're right. I don't know.
Well, make a just as you try
History
to
check?
Yeah.
as you try to remember, give me a history check.
It was not good. A 9.
A 9. What you remember is this old man sitting before you, and he goes,
Lord Dry Horse Rag.
and boom, everything just kind of stops, and this guy that's holding this rock just kind of like crushes the rock in his hand and kind of slowly turns towards you like something's almost holding him. He's like, "What did you say?"
Let my friends go, Lord Dry Horse Rag.
God! He kind of cracks a little bit. I hate that stupid name. No. And everything kind of just begin to like suck in towards him, and he kind of, and it's almost like someone grabbed right where he is and tears this world in half, and the light comes back out. You see the sun, and all of you fall to the ground around this broken down and crushed well, and you're laying in this what was once nearby your camp, this open area where these flowers have now been ripped out of the ground, on your back, and you all begin to wake up. And Galvin, you're standing there and you look around, and instead of a clearing, there's now a town around you.
Oh.
And people begin to kind of come out and look confused.
Is it brighter?
Oh, it's like you guys just like went back
Oh, okay.
to where you were. Like it's like you were in this pocket realm and possibly just got ripped open, and people kind of come out and they go, and they all like start crying and bawling and like falling on their knees, and they're just like, like they can finally hear their voices again, and everyone starts like just crying and cheering towards you guys, and we'll stop right there for the day. Oh, me. Yeah. All right. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this session. If you guys got a fan art or anything you want to say to us, you can hashtag Charisma plus DND on Twitter, and we'll see it. That is the letter D, the letter N, and D. And we'll check it out, feature it next time. I think are we playing pretty good next Saturday, or anybody got anything
we
going
can
on?
still start at the same time next Saturday.
Yep. All right, cool. We'll be back next week. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you guys later. Have a good night, everybody. Bye. We almost died. Jesus.
I knew when I read that note that like I didn't have something. I was like, what was it?